was a friend of mine, and he could sing a song. His heart in every line. Marvin sang of the joy and pain. He opened up our minds, and I still can hear him say, oh, talk to me so you can see what's going on. Say you will sing your song forevermore. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift. I bet you're singing proud. Oh, I bet you're full of pride. Gonna be a long night. It's gonna be alright on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Jackie, hear what you're doing now. It seems like yesterday when we were working out. Jackie, oh, you set the world on fire. You came and gifted us. Your love, it lifted us higher and higher, and we'll be there at your side. Oh, say you will sing your song forevermore, evermore, evermore. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift. I bet you're singing proud. Oh, I bet you're full of pride. Gonna be a long night. Gonna be a long night. Alright on the night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night shift. Whoa, on the night shift. I bet you're singing proud. No, you're singing proud. Oh, I bet you're full of pride. Oh, yeah. Gonna be a long night. Gonna be alright on the night shift. The night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone on the night shift. Gonna miss your sweet voice, that soulful noise on the night shift. The night shift. Oh, remember you. Ooh, your songs are coming through. Whoa, 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 whoa. At the end of a long day, it's have a long day. It'll be okay on the night shift. The night shift. You found another home. I know you're not alone. All right, hold on. Let me cam up in a second. Hold on, give me a second to dig. So, what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? Ooh, this chair, I think the chair is right there. So, what's good, everybody? How's everybody doing? Much love to you. Shout out to everybody over here, y'all. We was having some technical difficulties. When I was doing this one-on-one interview, things happened. Internet went down. My internet went down about
3 days ago. Like, I think for 3 days, you know what I'm saying? They have to come back. Shit happens, you know? It's the way it goes, but it's postponed. And guess what? Thick Skin Only is still here, okay? Much love to y'all, you know? See, I'm so cold, man. I ain't got to really come up with no scripts and nothing. What are we going to talk about today, man? Look, I cannot watch the news in a week, and I can talk about some shit. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out to the motherfucking chat room that is here. And make sure you hit that motherfucking like button. Because once you hit the like button, people will see the video. Trust me. YouTube won't tell you that. But if you hit them likes up, whether you got a troll account, look, use your backup account. Hit all your motherfucking accounts and hit that motherfucking like button. God damn it. Because y'all know I'm just going to always bring you the motherfucking truth and the motherfucking proof. The proof is with the motherfucking truth. And it rhymes too. And it's real. You dig? But how's everybody doing over here, man? I will open up the panel ASAP. Since I started late, I used to do a little 1 hour rant to a 30 minutes to an hour. You know, so I will do a panel. I will do that. Do a panel. Whatever you say is on your fucking mind. Okay? Much love to you. All right. Shout out to Red Supreme. He couldn't make it tonight. Bad internet connection. That's where it goes. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. And I always look like, you know what? When things are postponed, that means it's worth a wait. So he gonna spit some game. Spit some facts on you. You dig what I'm saying? What's going on, Jalen? Much love to you. What's up, Lisa? What it do, John? And who else is in the house? What's up, Carolyn? Carolyn in the house. Booger Dog. Booger Dog. You know? So we are on the night shift, man. Welcome to the night shift. With me, Maurice Joe. I'm your host. I'm right here, y'all. Hey, what's going on, Zach? Good to see you, Zach. Yo. People want I was looking at Aisha. You know, she actually gave me a ring a few hours ago, man. And you know, we talked about the megabots. You know, and I really want to get into that, man. You know, I know people are popped up. Oh, we got CPAC over here. And God, man, but you still got toxic people that's over there. Let's keep it real. Sometimes I think people do things for a show a lot. And that's it. But well, it's good, John. John already know where I'm at. John already know what I'm talking about. But you know what? We having a good weather over here. It's in the 70s over here. The 70s. It's actually 68 right here. It's actually 68. So there's a lot of shit going on, man. A whole lot of shit. And I'm loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Right there. What's going on, Josh? Good to see you, Josh. Well, yeah, I started a little late, but you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be with y'all very long. But I do come to talk to y'all. All right. I'm still standing. Still standing. You said I'm here for the weather report. It's nice. It's nice. That's all I gotta say. It's nice. It ain't hot. I'm not burning up like I gotta take off my shirt. I gotta do this, man. We got people in the room butt naked and shit. You know? No. Great. Heaven weather. Heaven weather. So, you know, y'all know me. I got my beer. I got some juicy IPAs. It's called a Voodoo Ranger. Right here, man. Everybody chill. John, go puff. Everybody, whatever you're doing, chilling. You got your Coke, your Pepsi, your beer. You know, not everybody drink. People just like their caffeine, drink their coffee, and then drink their pop, drink their Pepsi, drink their Dr. Pepper. It's right there. All right. What's up, Shell? How you doing? I was looking at my audience, right? On my YouTube and my Facebook, man, and it actually tell you what type of age or gender like really watch your videos. Hey, most of my audience are look, hate to break it to y'all. That's why it's called Grown Folks Talk. 80% of my audience are 40 and up. 40 and up. This is grown folks talk. These little young snowflakes don't know what hit them when I hurt they motherfucking feelings. I mean, let's be honest, man. A lot of you motherfuckers, look, almost everybody in the chat room was old as fuck. Come on, y'all know what I'm not lying. Most of everybody in the chat room that's commenting right now is old as fuck. Ain't nobody in the goddamn 20s in this motherfucking chat room. Ain't nobody in their 20s is in this motherfucking chat room. Tell me I ain't lying. All of us are old as fuck. We all poop dust. Or so I say fart dust. We old. We old as fuck. And they tell you we got a mature, see, I never said a word right. Mature crowd up in here. What's up? We got Renaissance man in the house. What's up, bro? You 32. Then that nigga popping up to be 32. I never seen you. Now you want to pop up just to go ahead and show that you right, nigga. I'm 32. Nigga, first time I'm going to see you, you come to tell me 32. I don't see your ass in here. Tell us I'm 32. Queen, you don't count. I say, okay, now y'all look. I said the one that's commenting right now, that's making a comment right now. Y'all just came late. Renaissance man came late. Queen Maya came late. Am I petty already? Oh, I do that shit too goddamn early. I get petty too fucking early. First of all, Queen, why you late? You're late. Don't come late. Okay, I'm getting on the chat room. Y'all, I see already. Yeah, you come late. When I say all of us are old as fuck, now the young motherfuckers want to come in this motherfucker. I don't know what to do with y'all, man. Where do I find these people? Ooh. See, I look, I bring some real shit over here, man. I bring some entertainment over here. I bring that shit to you. Don't take me personal. Matter of fact, you better take me personal, motherfucker, because I want to step. I want to. I want to touch your soul. Thank you, Rochelle. But this face is most. I'm gonna say most of us old as fuck. No, you were 30 minutes. Yes, I was 30 minutes late. Don't assault my intelligence about 30 minutes. Did I say that I was 30 minutes late? Did I say that, Josh? I said that. Motherfuckers come late and act like I didn't already knew this shit. Act like I didn't know that already. Shit. Oh, let me turn my mic up a little bit long because I want y'all to hear my you dig. Here we go. There we go. I'm right here. All right. I've turned that mic up. Turn my mic. My mic sound nice. Check one. My mic sound nice. Now my mic is louder. I pump that up. Pump it up, homeboy. All right. All right. Y'all see the petty mo right here, man. The petty mo. And not on. You better shut up, Booger Dog. Don't. Yeah. All right. Booger Dog, don't watch it. Don't suck my intelligence tonight. You're on timeout. I put mods on timeout. Everybody know that shit. What's up, Renaissance, man? You know what? Yeah, it's good to see you, bro. You know what? I'll give you a rinse, man. Look, you here, man. I know you be saying some crazy shit, you know. What's up, man? Renaissance, man. I'll be staying tomorrow, RBR. You said black conservative operator on CPT. Thought y'all tried to break cereal to us. Because it's in our DNA. It's in our DNA. It's in our DNA to be late. It's in our DNA, man. Come on, man. Let's be honest, man. We were late for every motherfucking thing. You go to church. Anybody went to church growing up? Anybody went to a Baptist church? Or sanctified church, whatever you call it, Colgate? Church you got to create. Anybody went to those? Man, I've seen churches be so late that the praise and worship leader was an hour late. Coming in, she missed the praise and worship. She was late. The rest of them couldn't sing. She the only one could sing because they all like got their alto and all this, and they all sounded all jacked up, messed up from the flow up. But then the praise and worship leader, she's late. I promise you, she come in late. She arguing with her husband at the house. Oh, God, they all this. Well, I'm going to leave you home then. I'm going to leave you home then. You don't never want to come to church. I've been trying to get to come to church all the time. And she come up like, oh, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Oh, yes. Yes. No. That's bad when a praise and worship leader, come late. You got motherfuckers. Look, you got people that come that will be late for their own goddamn funeral. Be late for everything. But I think black people are designed to be late. Don't get me wrong. There are some white people that I see that are always late too. See, look, it ain't all. I'm more of an on time one. Even though I'm late on my stream, yes, I am. I've done it. Whatever. I'm still here. The way John put it, late but worth a wait. You wear masks in the shower. Some of y'all look, a lot of y'all probably be fucking with the mask on. Yeah, some of you motherfuckers give head with the goddamn mask on. You cut the goddamn hole in the mask, and you like, right there, man. Some of y'all eat coochie with a mask on. Yeah, I said it. You eat pussy with a mask on. You gotta go right under the goddamn mask like this. You gotta go right up under there. Right up under there. This is grown folks talk, man. Look at this, man. Checkmate, motherfucker. This is grown folks talk. Look at this. Look at it right here, man. It says it's right here. What does it say right here, man? You don't like to get the hell out of here. This is what it is. You know, I'm talking about eating pussy, motherfucker sucking dick. And that's a fact, Jack. Because everybody in the chat room don't at least suck some dick or ate some pussy. Some of you don't suck dick and ate pussy. Come on now. And I can witness, I eat pussy. Everybody suck dick in this motherfucker before. Everybody, Kayla, you don't suck dick. Queen, y'all don't suck dick. Rochelle, you suck dick before. Everybody, Josh, you don't eat pussy. Everybody done it. So I'm saying it like this here. Take the time. Okay. Let me tone my language down a little bit. Like, did he fucking say that? Dre don't ate some pussy. You probably don't lick some ass. Shit. Fuck. Right next door. Woo! Too petty right now. Petty time starts now. Yeah. Ooh, y'all know, look, y'all know I'm not lying. Everybody here ate some pussy or sucked some dick before. Trust me. Some of you may swallowed it, and some of you might have spit it out. Come on, man. Come on. What sexual penny time? Y'all know me. I remember Deborah told me, nephew, you sure you want to get to drinking at night? You know how you been drinking and bring out the truth? You have a few beers, you have 2 more, you go, I'm just talking shit at night. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Because I'm talking shit. Thank you, Jesus. You got the headset. I'm 100% straight. First time the police announced his census ground upon this. So you straight, that means you been sucking dick. Okay. That answers your question. That answers it right there. I did not say you wasn't straight. If you ain't straight, you're a woman, if you're straight and you're a woman, you suck dick. Oh, all right, here we go. Let me shut up because motherfuckers will be like, they'll take my shit out of context. Like this dude, I can't believe Mo just went there tonight. I'll see a motherfucker take my shit out of context on Facebook like, I can't follow him no more. Did he just say that we all suck dick or eat pussy? Did he just say that? I'm like, yes, I certainly did. I certainly did. Look out of here. Look out of here. I sure ain't sucked no dick. I sure ate pussy. Ask Kelly. She knows I eat pussy. Because I'm a pussy eater. Right there. All right, let me go ahead and do this real quick. Dre said, yes, I do. Okay, here we go. All right, let me go here. All right. I'm just going to start an early panel real quick. Hey, what's going on, ETU? Shout out to you. All right, you can come up, man. But y'all know I'm big in the fact. Y'all know I'm giving you the fact. When you coming to Detroit? AC, I don't know when I'm coming to Detroit. I don't know. I'm probably tired of this eating some pussy. I'll change my name. Oh, it's Redbone. Goddamn, like, who's giving this motherfucker a wrench? I don't know your goddamn ass and shit. See, I didn't see the wrench on the goddamn phone. Yeah, you better recognize yourself. I'll be like, yeah, damn, somebody hacked and get his wrench in my motherfucking shit. Only a few men admit to eating pussy. Guess I'm the few. I guess I'm one of the few. I guess I'm one of the few. That's right, only real men. Only real men. You know, never been professional. Fuck that. I've never really been that suit and tie type motherfucker that ready to please every motherfucking body. I don't knock you. Only time you might see with suit and ties at my daughter's wedding or something, or anybody's wedding, if someone give me from the best man, you dig? You feel me? And we got Renaissance man in the house, man. That's a rep. Coming in talking about he's 30. Get your young asses out of here. Let's show you how us elders, they're gonna Vader right there, man. They're gonna Vader right there. What up, Vader? AKA Big Dre.
What up, Mo? What's good?
Yeah, just chilling, man. Just chilling, man. Just doing the stream, same as usual, pay time.
You talking that ground shit over there?
Yeah, that grown shit. You see the title is called "Grown Folks Talk."
Oh yeah.
I have broken away a lot from politics, a lot, and just say fuck it, let's just talk shit.
Yeah. But they were trying to flag you with the politics and talking about the social issues,
Oh God.
I don't know. Just another way these motherfuckers try to control you, man.
Yeah.
Can't speak the truth.
Yeah.
You talking about you got freedom to speak, so
Yeah.
I don't understand, man. This is like playing with our mind.
Mm-hmm. That's why.
You do.
Yeah, that's why I said, Andre, just live our lives.
Yeah. What else we gonna do, huh?
Yeah.
I ain't finna roll over and die. So you got.
It's like looking at a circus a lot, right? We come and see the circus, expecting the circus to be real, to get real, expecting the circus to get serious. The circus never gets serious.
Nah.
You with the Ring of Bonner, barely, whatever that you don't talk about Ringling Brothers, whatever. They never serious.
Yeah, that's always somebody clowning around, joking.
Yeah. 3% of who is this? Who is this?
That's me, Redbone.
What's up, Redbone?
It's me. I got different accounts, and it wouldn't register for the one I have right now for some reason.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
I am so good.
Redbone,
huh? I don't know why, because I have another user account that I'm using, and I changed my name to Itabe, but it won't let me. That one didn't come up, so I just clicked this one.
Okay.
Redbone good. That's not Redbone.
I'm going to Atlantic City tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's up in Jersey, right?
Yeah, I stay in Marxist deep state New Jersey, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. Oh shit, you all yeah.
Still New York.
Yeah, motherfuckers crazy out there.
Most of the people are liberals. Most people are liberals around here.
Yeah.
I don't understand YouTube why it made me come on the stream or my other account when I'm not logged into that account.
Yeah, YouTube's something else, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. Hold on a second. We got the chat. So, hey, what's on y'all mind over here, man? I mean, what's really, really good, y'all? What's up? I'm gonna tell you what's on my goddamn man. Since
I'm
everybody
tapping out. This shit ain't running right. It's too static.
Okay. All right. Hey, thanks for popping up here.
I'm tapping out.
All right, Redbone.
All right, Redbone. All right, you came up for a minute. What's up, Big J? Got Big J up in here. This crazy ass. But I look, and we learn every day. Big Dre.
Huh?
We learn every day, man.
Yeah, sure. As
No.
you breathe, man, you learn something.
Yeah. But come on now, let's be real, Dre. Remember that in the 80s, niggas said they won't eat no pussy.
Yeah, you gonna talk about the kind of things like that.
Now it's popular.
Yeah.
Hey, back in the day, chicks was niggas admit they eat pussy, right? They argue with their chick. I see them in the middle of the street. That's all right. I got some beer in you. What? You eat my pussy all the time. Yes, he's a pussy eater. Oh, what are you gonna tell my business? That was like a blackmail. Today.
Wow.
But yeah, man. Big J said, and I love it. Yeah, funny, man. Hey, did you hear? Oh shit! This is what I'm gonna say. See, this is grown folks talk, but we could be all over the place and just talk about everything, man. You know, look, we can go back to you know what I'm saying. Like now, people ain't really talking about the Bill Cosby right now, right? They heard it through that.
They mad, man.
Yeah, they ain't even talking about that. They didn't want to talk about protesting on him. They ain't on that shit right
Even
now.
my dad said that
They mad. They big mad about that.
Yeah.
My dad said there's some crooks. They played them.
Yep. The nigga had to be 82, get out 83. You know, took his last years of a life, you know, around his grandbabies and his kids and shit.
It's funny when you see, not funny, but it's kind of, I think, what's up, Dre? It's very eye-opening when I see my dad, who was so for the establishment, and in the last 5 years, he's like, it's corrupt.
Yeah.
But before you couldn't tell him anything.
Yeah. Right. It's the way the times are. Because I'm gonna use myself and say this. I wasn't into no goddamn. Look, I wouldn't even think about what's going on out in the world. I know you don't like Trump and everything, Dre, but when Trump came in, my eyes been open on some shit. It just exposed a lot of shit. Even exposed shit with the Republicans too. Don't get it twisted, everybody.
Yeah.
But it just opened up my eyes, and I started getting more like passionate about what's going on right here. And not just because of the world, man. I just heard the what's his name? You know, the Haitian president. Yeah, Haiti. Yeah. And I'm just finding out about this shit.
And then they tried to say it was a Colombian thing because Spanish and English. Yeah, that's the overlay for the underplay.
And then they blaming Americans. It's just Americans like, oh, here we go. Let me tune out with this shit, man. Y'all motherfuckers. You know?
How do you feel being a Nazi, babe?
I feel being a Nazi?
Let me stop.
Real,
man.
Joke.
You know, yeah, it's a joke, man. And remember hearing these past 5 years, they are white supremacists. These Republicans. Oh, so the white liberals ain't either. If you want to go there, oh, come on, man. I said this. I say it again. I'd rather stand with a bunch of motherfuckers with a goddamn Confederate flag than them fucking feminists and them goddamn Bernie bros and them Lori Lightfoots and all these motherfuckers. Seriously, I'd rather. I'm saying a lot of them on the right either. But I'd rather What's up, Ricky? Ricky Manor in that.
Ricky Manor
Going in.
Dre, you falling asleep, fool?
Well, at least he's the first one to come up. Like, I'm up here. He came up here before he fell
I
asleep.
was like, oh God, Ricky is really cussing the motherfucker out. I thought I was bad. He went the fuck out.
Oh, yeah, he be going ham.
I noticed we like to say fuck a lot. Fuck, 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 fuck. I said I think I said that 15 times in 10 minutes.
Yeah. You know? He said, yep, I told him to walk around. Ricky said, fuck was my first word ever spoken. He was like, fuck, I want a bottle. Fuck, I want my pacifier. Fuck.
Oh.
Mama, stick your titty in my mouth.
We should talk about that story. Did you take it down? Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah, it's another tab.
Oh well, forget it.
Oh, man, all right. But what was the story anyway?
It's a 22-year-old out of Atlanta, Georgia. Murdered 3 people. Now, see, the media won't cover it though.
Right.
Because the media won't cover it because it doesn't fit their narrative. Unfortunately, it happened to be a young black male, 22, who killed, I believe, 3 white people. One might have been Hispanic. I don't really know the connection yet because it seems like one's from Cali, one's from Kansas, and the other guy was going to be the owner of the golf course that the truck was. And they're not really saying a lot about the story just yet. If you Google it, you'll see. But like I said, it doesn't fit mainstream media narrative because it would only be talked about if it was a white guy that killed 3 black people. Then Atlanta would be on fire right now. So I guess that means you're supposed to go light it up. No, that's not what that means.
Yeah, right. It's
so I don't know the details to the story. I don't know what the fuck happened. I know one of the victims was like 70-some years old. So I can't imagine this is like a drug deal gone bad, but I don't know.
what up, Ricky?
What's good in the neighborhood?
All right, man.
Hi,
Good.
Ricky.
Good to see you, bro.
It's good to see you too.
I see you've been holding it down over there. Oh shit, there goes someone out here. Oh fuck.
How's life been treating you?
Life is good, and I can't complain, man. And, I'm just trying to grow. I'm trying to grow as a person. You know.
I am too, man. I lost my TikTok account again today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's crazy as fuck, man. I'm like, I don't care. You know, I mean, I can put that account back together next week if I can have twice as many followers I did before. You know, I hate this cancel culture shit, man. These niggas are stupid. Niggas, I mean, I'm serious. These raggedy niggas, they stupid. They and what pisses me off the most about these raggedy niggas is that's what white America sees the entire black community as.
Right. We don't support Trump and Putin. Right. We're something's wrong with us because we don't just support.
See, raggedy niggas like that.
Killing everybody on earth who's not white. We're raggedy because we don't want to kill everybody on earth who's not white. Okay. We don't want to turn America into a communist country.
You ready to get triggered?
We're raggedy because we don't want to turn America into a communist country. We're not communists, so we're
raggedy ass nigga real quick, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Now, what I want to know from you, let me ask you, Ricky, what were the Nazis with the Camp Auschwitz shirts on, and what was the the Chinese Communist Party doing at the damn Nazi rally with Trump? Why were they there? Why were the communists and the Nazis there?
It's
along with
strange
the
because I
idiots,
just covered that
along
shit
with
on
the
my
idiots
show
that
tonight.
had the goddamn Confederate flag like you, the rebel flag. Why were they there?
Because it
Why were
triggers
the
regular
traitors
niggas
of
like
America?
you, that's
Why
why.
were the haters of America there? For what? What were the communists going to do? What were the Nazis going to do there? What role did they play?
Okay, RBR, let Ricky talk, man.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead and lie, Ricky. Give us the best lie.
Go ahead and tell the truth, Ricky.
Because Richard Spencer was fucking with the Trump program the whole time. And if you sat there and looked into it, Richard Spencer was also behind Joe Biden. Now let me ask you this: why is a white supremacist behind Joe Biden? Because they know raggedy ass niggas like you would jump off a bridge.
Wait a minute. So
they know raggedy niggas like you would jump off a bridge if the white liberal told them to.
All right, yeah, they got to mute me because they're lying. So
because
Barack Obama is a white supremacist. Is that your argument?
No, I said fucking Joe Biden is.
No, Joe Biden is white. We understand that. Is Barack Obama, who he spent 8 years as his vice president, was he white? Was he a white supremacist?
Well, of course.
Okay. So
he had a white,
Michael Jordan. How about Michael Jordan? Agenda. Is Michael Jordan a white supremacist?
Are you a white supremacist?
No, you're a coon.
You sure?
I don't call you white just because you joined the Nazis. That doesn't make you white.
You sure you're not a white supremacist?
You're flying the Confederate flag. Do you realize that a white supremacist would have to be white?
Confederate flag trigger you?
Do you?
That's why I got it up, because I know
no. If he thinks, well, if he thinks that being a coon and joining the Klan triggers me, it doesn't. Well, I'm not going to vote for the Klan because you vote for the Klan.
Why are you upset, man? What's up with your voice?
What makes you think I'm upset? You lost the election. We didn't.
Because I mean,
you tried to overthrow the government. We didn't. You think Trump's going to be reinstated? We don't. You think 2 + 2 is 7? We don't.
Dumbass?
You did. You cult members. You QAnon nuts.
What's up with your tone of voice, man? I mean, you sound angry.
Well, it's called black. Okay? No, it's not angry. It's called patriotic.
That's angry, man.
You lost. Angry. We won. No, it's called winning voice. Dumb fucks. We won. You lost. You're dumb.
Get on the camera, RBR. Get on the camera.
I can't do my camera.
Let's not talk to your avatar. Get on the camera, man.
Well, I can't install it because my wife took my camera down because she thinks these.
Okay, but I'm the loser. Your wife took your camera, and I'm the loser.
She does. Well, okay, I'd rather keep my marriage than join the Nazis. Deal with you. Let you guys fall out
marriage and keep your camera too, right?
No, yeah. I don't know where she put the camera, but I do have a camera here. I tried to install it before I went on.
You really are a dumbass.
I can't.
I mean, there's no joking about it. Like, I'm not trying to
I think there might be a diss. Well, whatever. I'm dumb because I'm black. You're dumb because you joined the Nazi party.
But I'd rather be a part of the Nazi party with a wife that respects me and treats me like a man than to be part of.
What race is your wife? What white race is your wife? She supports you joining the Klan. What race is she? If she enjoy
what race is your wife that takes your camera from her? So I know not to date that kind.
Oh, okay. Don't take the kind that thinks that other women might be interested in you because you didn't join the Klan. Okay, sounds good.
Oh, what about the one we all know women aren't interested in you. So why did she take your camera?
Because she didn't want other women.
Ugly, dude. Why the hell did she take your camera? I mean,
she didn't know that all these women in here were white girls looking for black coons like you. She didn't know that.
But you know what? No, they will love me because they can actually see me.
Right, they can see you, but you don't think my wife can see me? Are you that stupid?
I love my
wife. You don't think your wife can see me? Your wife can't see you in that Klan outfit, you stupid ass fool. Now I'm sure she got one on too. Of course. If you go in there with the rebel flag and the Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan, you Klan.
Okay, I'll be there, but you know what? I'm not pussy whooped.
Well, I don't think you
don't want to piss that woman off because that's probably the only lady you're gonna get. So
okay, well, whatever. That's the only lady I want. So that's a different story.
That's not the lady you want, man. You're not even a man.
Well, I want a fat white girl like you. Okay, like you guys. Okay, great. Sounds good.
It's better than having a fat black woman that takes my camera.
I want Amber Geiger. Right. I want Amber Geiger. Okay, good.
Now,
you want
now you notice. Now you notice, class.
You want me to?
Hold on, Coons.
She won't take the camera from you.
Now you notice, Coons, that he didn't answer the question of why the Nazis, why the Ku Klux Klan, why the Chinese Communist Party was at the Nazi rally with Trump because of some conspiracy theory about the other Nazi nut that is aligned with you, Richard Spencer, and all the other, the gay dude, Yokohamas, or whatever his name is. So all the Nazis, Vladimir Putin, they supported Biden. No, they supported Bernie Sanders. They supported Trump. They supported Jill Stein. They just supported Bernie Sanders, Jill Stein. They support white nationalists on the left, Antifa, and all them communists. And they support the white nationalists on the right. But you get down with
Antifa, though. You're a Biden supporter, so as an Antifa...
No. Okay, did we nominate the communists? Did we nominate Bernie? Or did we nominate...
You nominated
Black
Joe
Genius
Biden.
as vice president? Wait a minute. Well, he beat Bernie. What are you talking about? Stop lying. Stop basing all your arguments on lies.
You did go by...
Who beat Bernie? Did Bernie was Bernie our nominee?
Man right here.
Wait a minute. Was Bernie our nominee? You see what I'm saying? You see how dumb he is, Mo?
Wicked Witches. Wait
a minute, Mo. He's saying that we nominated.
Why you guys want to stay away from those we
nominated. I'm gonna leave soon because obviously you think we nominated Bernie Sanders. No, we nominated Joe Biden, the black genius, as vice president. You nominated Hitler. You nominated Putin's choice. You did.
And you have no camera because your wife took it from you.
Yes. I would trust my wife more than I trust you fucking Nazis. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, I hope you trust your wife more. Hope she gives you your camera back. I mean, I'll send you another one.
No, I got 4 cameras. I know I have a camera connected. You wouldn't know that. I just can't seem to install it because she must have a disc.
So you mean to tell me that you can fucking you don't have the knowledge to install a webcam?
No, I do, but I need the disc. Okay,
and
I need the disc.
But you can't
I know that I need a disc to start. Well, okay, whatever. Itself. Well, I've been doing this for 14 years, and I've used the webcam the whole time. So
yeah, so it installs itself. Come on, let's see them pins, man.
Shit, no, it's okay. He's trying to demonize me because he thinks if he belittles my intelligence, this is the dumb nigga who joined the fucking Nazi party, and he's trying to question my intelligence. Wait a minute, hold on. You can't answer the question. Come in with this stupid ass conspiracy theory that Joe Biden. Oh, that's not true.
You can't control your wife, so we're even.
Okay, well, that's not true. You're just making shit up because that's what your party does. That's what the Nazis do. They make up lies.
I'm just trying to
make up lies. You make up lies. Is that a rebel flag or is that a Confederate flag behind you? Go. Watch this.
It's a trigger.
Which flag is it?
It's a trigger. You're triggered.
No, it's not a trigger. There's no such thing as a trigger flag. You're a coon that doesn't know that that's a. He doesn't know that that's a rebel flag. He thinks it's the Confederate flag. He's too dumb for words because he's a Nazi. He's a third grader.
Yeah, a third grader that can install a webcam.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can pick some
third
cotton
grader
too.
That can control my
I'm sure the third grader
that can go to the gym.
Yes,
double chin fuck.
You can go to the gym. You can go. You can insult black people. You can kill black people. You're just like Hitler. You can kill 6 million Jews because you thought they were black. Yes, you're a murderer. You're a hater. You're a Nazi. What race are you?
I didn't know these
what
things
race
about
are you,
myself.
coon nigga? Hold on, noon kigger. What race are you?
American.
He triggered.
What race are you?
What race are you, Darren?
Oh shit! The good Lord stepped in and shut him up.
Yeah, RBR's triggered.
His wife came in and told him to I'm sorry, Mrs. RBR. I didn't mean to get your man in trouble. It's my fault.
This is funny. This is priceless.
Hey, what you wearing, Mrs. RBR? How do you fuck this man? I mean, do y'all got kids together? How can you look at this man and fuck him without losing your appetite? I'm
with the lights off.
Yeah, definitely with the lights off.
His wife took his mic.
His wife took the mic from him.
Miss RBR got him.
This motherfucker. He's sitting up in the house at what 12:41 in the morning, yelling at a computer screen.
No, he's on the West Coast.
His wife
on the West Coast, so that makes it even worse. So he's out in what, Los Angeles or what?
Yeah, in LA.
LA. Damn. You know he ain't getting laid out there looking like that, man. LA is where anybody could get laid. That's how he ended up with a wife that took his webcam from him.
Looking like RuPaul without makeup.
Right. Dude got more chins than a Chinese phone book.
That was entertainment, man. I'm like, let me get him up here. Oh yeah, he's in the house.
I like fucking with them little parts. That made
You
my
know he's
day
going to
part.
share this tomorrow when he goes live.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he gonna share it tomorrow. He gonna make a video. He gonna put your title, your name in his title right here.
Yeah.
Ricky
Yeah,
Manning.
and that's what people are gonna do. They're gonna come to my channel and subscribe. That's a good
Yeah.
thing. Damn, it feels good pissing off these people, man.
You know, they can't. This is the funny thing. They can't make up their mind. The guy on his panel the other day was yelling at me and saying, "Oh, look what you've done. You've killed all these people. You did this. You've done that. And then how are you going to fix it? How can you fix it? How can you change anything?" I said, "You stupid motherfucker. If we did try to change something, you idiots are going to stop it.
Right.
You're not happy either way it goes."
And that's the part that I don't understand about these people. It's like, wait a minute, y'all was talking about July 4th as a fucking white supremacist holiday, but at the same time, you were praising Joe Biden's installment. I'm not going to say victory, but aren't you supposed to be a patriot now? I mean, you know, you got Trump out of the office. You're supposed to be happy. Why the fuck are you still talking about white supremacy for? Like, you know, what's the problem? You know,
They can't talk about anything else because the country's falling apart.
Exactly. And, you know, just to add something to, he asked the logical question, why were the Chinese and who else was there? The Chinese are the ones these white supremacists, the ones they're trying to say Trump's affiliated with, which we all know he's not. These are the people who are actually, they call it white national socialists. They want socialism. The white liberal and the fucking the white national socialists, they're one and the same. Just one tells you to your face they don't like you. The other one pretends like they do, but they want the same agenda. And they use people like RBR as their slave.
They use him as a mouthpiece, man.
Exactly.
And he is a very, very, very. He is a very, very flagrant mouthpiece at that, as we all know. God love him.
But it was funny as hell. He tried to crack on my wife, but I bet you his dick could get hard if my wife walked in here right now. You know, trying.
It is what it is, man.
I want to see his wife. RBR, I know you're watching, man. I should for a nickel.
His wife's a good-looking lady. His wife's a good-looking lady. Baby's pretty.
Good-looking lady. I give it to him.
She is.
Yeah, he's fortunate to have her.
Yeah, he's definitely fortunate to have her.
You know, in this day and age, man, anybody that can find somebody that appreciates you, values you,
he's in the chat room,
cares for you, and wants the best for you, that's all there is.
He's back in the chat room.
Well,
hey, is his wife really that good looking? Hey, I'll fly to LA, baby, and I'll fly you back to South Carolina with me for the weekend.
You call my name.
RBR, I'll fly your wife out here to South Carolina, show her a good time, and then by the time she get back to LA, she'll be able to show you some things. How about that?
Ooh, you sound like Mr.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You said she was good, man. I train her right for you. And the incentive is that she can come back to visit me once, you know, she satisfies you. Does that sound like a plan?
Man, with the master plan.
Hey, Josh.
And then I'll give her a good workout routine that she can give to you. And every time you work out right, you know, she can use those tricks that I teach her on you. I have you fit as a fiddle by December, man.
I just don't understand. And then they keep asking about
Ricky's workout camp.
Right. If
like,
she's a good looking lady, tell her to come see me.
Like the 6th was the end of the world. How dare we? And as if everybody that was there was a Trump supporter. There's obviously infiltration.
Yeah, John Sullivan for one.
But they don't include that. They say we're all the same. You know, everybody.
Yeah, John Sullivan was there. He was infiltrating. He was there. They got the video of Ashley Babbitt got shot by Lieutenant Michael Byrd. I'm going to say his name. I don't care.
What? You got
Yes. If you were in Discord, you would know these things.
I got a Discord, but I haven't even used it yet. My producer made one last week.
Capitol Police Lieutenant Michael Byrd.
Yes, and he's being
TRYD.
protected. He's being protected for the colossal fuck up that he did.
Yeah, and that's the fucked up part, and nobody's talking about that. How's Antifa getting out of the shit show with the shit that they pulled? But these Trump supporters that followed the mob mentality. All this shit was an infiltration anyway. Even with the whole thing, with the whole situation that happened up in Charlottesville, that was an infiltration. And then they tried to make it look like he was with Trump, but then turned around, he said he's riding with Biden, Richard Spencer. And I'm like, okay, there's no better person to put in office other than a career segregationist and a jailer. And you support people like that, RBR, whatever these Democrats do, I hope they put their foot so far up your ass that you could taste their shoe polish for the next 10 years.
Hunter Biden using the N-word, talking about don't give me Hennessy rates and all that.
Right.
His dad saying, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And, he
Right.
wrote the crime bill. The whole time his
All
son
of that
is over there
shit's
smoking
dog whistles,
crack.
though. But all of that shit's dog whistles.
Crack, he's writing laws to lock up black men,
Right.
And
Well,
then
name me a politician that doesn't have a child that goes astray here and there.
Yeah, but he also passed a law in the late 80s that made crack a higher crime than powder cocaine.
Yeah.
Look it up.
And that
Not
gives you
just
what,
the crime
20
bill in the 90s,
Thanks,
but
E2.
also in the late 80s, he passed the bill.
Yeah, because the crack rock was what, 10 years per rock? Or was it 20 years per rock?
it was
higher.
Yeah, it was something so insane. It was ridiculous.
That's
When all
scary.
in of itself, it's just cut with different product and it's basically altered a little bit.
Baking soda, only difference.
Baking soda and isotol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know this shit. I never sold crack now.
RBR said that Antifa's on the conservative side. They're Trump supporters.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Antifa are anti-fascists. They don't like the government, period. They've been around
They're
since
anarchists.
they've been around since the 1880s, give or take.
Came out of Spain, if I'm not
Yes.
correct.
From Mussolini's time.
Yeah, these motherfuckers, they
Black
want,
shirts.
Yeah, they want to take down the government. That's their whole agenda. Is like when they want to They want to restructure it in a socialist fashion. That's why you see so many of these white liberals that latch onto these black people and fool them with their stupidity. It's kind of like they tell you that they care about you, but you just really and the fucked up part is people like RBR and people that support Biden, they don't want black equality, they don't want black empowerment, they want white acceptance. That's it. They don't want anything else. They just want white acceptance. And
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. So if we're looking for equality, why wasn't an anti-lynching bill actually pushed forward? It's one thing to end police chokeholds, but it's one thing to say that you want equality. It's another thing to put it into policy.
Exactly. And they actually, now in the Ronald Reagan years, that's when the Klan actually broke up and became a corporation instead of a terrorist hate group, because Reagan was giving them that work. They actually faced a lawsuit in the 70s, and Reagan was actually giving them that work. Now, Reagan also was the, behind the whole Contra thing, but at the same time, it was Republicans that was doing all of this good stuff for black folk. I mean, even think about with the last summer, everybody was calling Trump a racist, but they could never prove it. But all the people, they could never
before
prove it.
that, he was the hottest thing smoking, right, Rick? He was in like 70 rap songs. Everybody loved him. He was the shit.
Well, they bring up Central Park 5. That's what they said.
Then why isn't everybody
They use that as an example.
Okay, if they want to use that as an example, why isn't anybody mad at the father who told their son to confess to the crime just so he could keep his little job making $13 an hour? We need to bring that up too.
We also need to bring up the fact that there was one of that group that refused to acknowledge that he was guilty of anything. And that was the kid that spent 13 years, if I'm not mistaken, in prison for a crime that he never committed.
Right, but if they said that, if they confessed to it, the only thing Trump was going off of at the time was they confessed to this shit.
Right.
That's all he was going off of. So why is he going to apologize now and say that they did it when they, sat in front of a jury of their peers and were found guilty because they confessed?
But
You know,
not only that was the fact that the criminal justice system and by proxy, the police commissioners and the police themselves, as well as the government, were pushing for somebody to take the heat for it.
exactly.
Plain and simple.
And you know, so they can't. And then when they talk about Trump didn't rent his apartments to black people, no, he didn't rent his apartments to Section 8 people. Why would you rent high dollar real estate to poor people?
Well, there's a lot of people out here that don't want to rent to HUD or Section 8, just for the simple fact that when you have a low income, basically foundation set in your finances, and something detrimental goes wrong in their property, you don't have the money to fix it. It becomes a cascading effect where you have multiple issues that come, you know, full circle basically, and fall on the landlord as part of the legal part for him to be able to rent and be a conscious renter and a conscious landlord. He is basically financially obligated to provide the tenant with a good quality home. And when you have a low income family that's living in that home and you have multiple issues that may be related to their tenancy, then that landlord has to come out of pocket to fix it. And if that becomes a cycle throughout your renting, you know, lease, whatever, then that's going to consistently put that landlord in a financial hole. So that's something that's been going on for a good while. They don't want to rent to HUD or Section 8 because they end up having to foot the bill time and time again.
Now listen to this shit here. I was just looking at RBR. Let me get him straight real quick. He said he didn't want to rent to Oprah because she was poor, but wasn't Trump and Oprah best friends for a long time? Why is that an issue now? Trump and Oprah were best friends.
Explain that, Darren.
I think he's using that as a, using Oprah as the example for the black woman he might have denied the housing to. Apparently, it was the story behind it was that she could afford to live there, and he still denied it. But technically, I guess in any day, you can pick and choose if you're a landlord who you want to live there and who you don't for whatever reason.
I'm gonna tell it to you like this. I got 4 properties, right? I would never rent to Indian people. People from India, I will never rent to them. I got screwed, and I saw the way that they done things, and I'm like, and I spent like freaking $700 repairing that house after they left. And that was hiring somebody to do it cheaply. Okay. Talked to other property managers around the area. Same thing. They said they had the same problem. And I'm like, okay, so if that's the way it's going to be, I'll find a reason not to rent to them. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm having those kind of difficulties and then having them try to haggle me on the rent each month, no, I'm not dealing with that anymore. You know, call it racist, call it whatever, but I just don't want to take a loss anymore. I had to find a crackhead, pay him $700, and he was a damn good carpenter, damn good electrician, and a damn good plumber to fucking go through that property and get it up to par again so I could rent it again. So, you know, even then when I was just like, nah, screw this.
I mean, Section 8 sounds good. Although the lady was not on Section 8, she had a good income. He still declined it for whatever reason. I don't know. It was in, I believe, the 70s, early 80s. I don't know.
Did you know what
you have a right to rent to whoever you want to rent to?
Right.
Yeah.
You don't even have to rent it if you don't want to.
Do you know what kind of state New York was in the 70s? This was after the riots. This was after the the Martin Luther King riots, the Malcolm X riots. They tore Harlem used to be a very beautiful place before 67, 68. And when what they did with Harlem turned into a fucking shithole. And it's still a shithole nowadays. So why would you, if I was a white man living in that time, I wouldn't rent the black folk, because think about it. You got to run the rest of your fucking tenants off. Now, you know, being noble does not freaking pay the bills. Oprah sex trafficking Nigerians. Oh, that's another thing about, Obama. He killed Muammar Gaddafi. His administration killed Muammar Gaddafi, which now opened up the doors for the fucking North African slave trade. So how are they going to talk about this?
And help form ISIS.
Has anybody
in Libya?
Okay, I was wondering, have any of you guys heard of this potential lawsuit against the Department of Education?
Yes, ma'am.
What is it about?
Apparently, Dane Calloway and another woman are suing. I don't know if there's more people behind it, but they say they're suing the Department of Education for miseducating, basically, when it comes to Black history. I don't want to quote it wrong. The slave trade, et cetera, et cetera. So the information that's been put out throughout the school system, Carolyn may be able to elaborate more, but is false. Isn't, I want to say 100% true, or whatever their argument is. But I know they're suing them.
Well, one of the things that they've done with the education system for a long time, right? And this is well known. Most of us here in the chat and on the panel know that they condense a lot of Black history into basically small, tiny course lesson plans. And they have a tendency to go very quickly over the material without actually covering enough to give an understanding of what actually happened in this country, particularly in the fact that they may bring up, a little bit of history here and there. You may hear about Ruby Bridges in second grade. You may hear about Martin Luther King in different bits and pieces throughout elementary school, Jackie Robinson, George Washington Carver. You might hear little bits and pieces, but
you hear the typical players: Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman.
Right. It's basically whitewashing, Kelly, is what it is. They whitewash a lot of the history by glossing over everything and not actually going into detail or going into actual history. Now, to discuss Black history in any kind of length during a school year would take several months, not just all of February or the very tail end of your, U.S. history class as a high school student.
And see, I didn't learn anything about Frederick Douglass until I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that was a very key component in our nation's rebuilding. And this man don't even get a page, or you know what I'm saying? Like, if they was to put anybody on a money currency, it should be him, in my opinion.
Absolutely. He was the first Black man in this country to actually run for president.
Exactly. And people voted for him.
Mm-hmm.
He was, so it's like, when I think of the way that, these liberal schools teach history, it shouldn't be a Black history. It should be part of U.S. history, because when you separate Black history from regular history, then what do you have? You have a division, you have separation, you have people wondering what the hell's going on here. No, we did have to endure a lot to get to where we are in life right now. And, but that's the past. And we sit there and dwell on it. And you got some people screaming, we should have reparations. I've never been a slave. My parents were not slaves. Their parents weren't slaves. So what are we sitting here bitching about now? You know what I'm saying? Why are we sitting there putting everything that, we talk about in Black history? It always have to be about the oppression aspect of America. If you look at America, throughout history, they don't tell you the first man that was killed in the Revolutionary War was a Black man by the name of Crispus Attucks. But when you hear about this stuff, you're like, really? Because the whole time they're looking at you as a slave, or an oppressed person. I don't like that shit.
Well, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like I said, when you gloss over history, that leads people to a lot of misunderstanding going forward. It's imperative to learn history properly. And if you are more inquisitive and want to know more, take it upon yourself to learn and then ask questions when it's imperative in class.
Exactly.
A lot of kids don't get a proper education today. And, speaking to kids that have just graduated, they can't tell you half of the stuff that we've learned. It's so condensed and so compacted that, they're just not getting a real education. And if you look at the education, 60 years ago compared to what it is now, a high school diploma was equivalent now to what would be a bachelor's degree.
Yes, because there was a black high school in my hometown that when people graduated from it, they already knew basic carpentry, auto mechanic work, brick masonry. A lot of these black people graduated. This was like, before they started desegregating the schools. When you graduated high school, you could start your own business and be a mechanic, a brick mason. You didn't go work for somebody.
Well, even in the 70s, we had shop, we had mechanics, we had,
Yes, but
we had that in school. Now they don't do that no more.
Well, they do it still, but it depends on how many people that you have in your school district. Like here, we have a tech center, and our tech center carries all of those different courses. It carries nursing, it carries shop, it carries auto body, it carries drafting, it carries electronics, it carries graphic arts, it carries all kinds of things. But that's not the case in every single state, nor is it the case in every school district. It depends on how densely populated your particular area is.
See, we had a computer. That's what I took when I was in school. We had computer shop and whatnot. And the crazy part about that was you still had to have a college degree, but these classes that you took in high school would actually count towards your college education.
Right.
And then we had computer drafting. That was like the shit when it first came out in the 90s, because you could pretty much build a house on a computer screen, but nowadays, I don't know what, these kids, they should have an edge on life where they don't have to join the military if they, that would be an option. But to learn a trade, you actually came out of high school with a trade. When they had the draft going on back in Vietnam, people didn't go to Vietnam to learn a trade. They went to Vietnam to be riflemen, which was our last draft. So I'm thinking that we need to restructure the education system so when these kids come out of high school at 18, they can have better options of what they want to do. If they wanted to start a business, they wanted to frickin', work for somebody else with some experience under their belt, that have that, they'll be equipped with that when they walk into the real world. Because in my house, when you turned 18, either you were going to college or the military. You wasn't going to hang out at the house. That wasn't it. And I envied those kids at first. I'm like, damn, why are my parents being so mean? I'm 18 years old. What the hell am I going to do? But it was kind of like I still had the wings to fly when I got out, so it would have been better to have bigger options, though, instead of having to go to college. Can you imagine how much money I could have saved between 18 and 21 years old?
Right. Just the way that this education system is structured here, the whole Common Core thing to me is just, it's a nightmare. It's been a nightmare for a good bit. Completely changing the way that they do math.
What state are you in?
And I'm in Maryland.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Why are you in Maryland?
Because the National Institutes of Health is close to me, and I get seen through a medical study through there. So my family elected to stay close to where my grandfather was stationed at in the Navy.
Okay. Have you ever been to Virginia Beach?
The hubby is from Virginia Beach.
What I was found to be strange about Virginia Beach, Newport News area, it's a lot of ghetto area around there.
Yes, and there is.
If it was in any other state to have property on the beach or close to the beach, it would be expensive, except for Virginia Beach. It's like I'm thinking that when they was talking about property out by the beach, that I was gonna be in some kind of luxurious area. No, I was right there in the middle of the hood, and I could walk to the beach from the hood. And I'm like, wow. Here in South Carolina, if you're going to live near the beach, you're going to be paying some money,
Mm-hmm.
Up there it's cheap. It's just so ghetto. It's so ratchet, and it's a freaking Navy town. I'm like, you'd think they would take better pride in their town than that.
Well, and it's a crime of travesty to a degree that, the Virginia being what it is, Virginia's another Commonwealth. The Commonwealth is run completely different than a lot of the other states. Just in the way that they run their government. And over the last, I'd say probably 4 or 5 years, they've moved more liberals to the area. And just in the Richmond, the Norfolk, the Alexandria, and the Arlington area, majority of those areas of those big cities are now Democrat cities.
Oh yeah.
And
then they make Washington D.C. a state now.
Well, yeah, that's something that we were looking at here, because it begs to wonder about whether or not that's constitutionally allowed, because the Constitution says basically that there are no amendments allowed for another state to be added to the Union. And what ends up happening is Maryland is then annexing part of D.C. to become the Douglas Commonwealth, which by proxy makes it to where there are more delegates that are representatives. Now, the main reason for that, and I don't disagree with this, is that DC by and large has had no say. The residents have had no say in what their funding gets spent on. Taxation without representation. But just because they have a mayor does not mean that they have delegates that actually get to hear what the population of that particular area wants their money spent on. And over the course of the last 20 years, they've been progressively shutting down neighborhoods, shutting down schools, and closing out entire portions of DC and gentrifying them.
The thing that I don't like about Washington D.C. is a 10-mile square radius, right? Mm-hmm. So basically, those homes that are around there, they should at least leave a district there, the District of Columbia. They can annex the rest of that to these different states, the residential areas, because we know that the part of D.C. that everybody talks about is the metropolitan part. That's where the White House, the memorials, the Smithsonian, the Capitol.
All of the federal properties, yes.
Yes, they ought to leave that as D.C. Because you can't put D.C. in the statehood. That's ridiculous.
If I'm not mistaken,
it says it in the Constitution. You can't.
Right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's basically what they're going to do. They're going to have the federal property, which is going to be the metropolitan spot, but everything else outside of that becomes Douglas Commonwealth, which is weird because that's going to annex part of PG County, Howard County, Anne Arundel County, and Montgomery County into this new incorporated area. So what becomes of all of those people at that point? Because just being here, you have the state tax and then you have the county tax on top of that just to go into Montgomery County. So where you would be spending 6%, you add another 3% on top of that. So you buy a hamburger up there, and where it would run you $6 here, it's going to run you $9 there. I know the math doesn't exactly add up, but it's more expensive is what I'm getting at, just because they add on an extra tax around that area. So,
hey, RBR, Ricky doesn't like Candace Owens, so you're barking up the wrong tree on that one.
Right.
Yeah, I can't stand Candace Owens.
I don't like her either.
He's still talking about you in the chat, Ricky. That's why.
But anybody.
He's
that
triggered by you.
That hurt.
Yep, he's triggered by you.
But I got friends that like her, and that's their prerogative. That's it.
Hey, Carolyn, you were gonna explain about the lawsuit that Kelly was talking about?
Well, just going into some of that, basically, he was looking to say that a lot of the education, if what I've gathered from that is, it's just my take. He's looking to say that basically they are condensing a lot of the education in such a way as that they don't cover Black history accurately. And it is causing educational disparities with the students on both sides, because when any of the students don't learn history the way it actually occurred, you are running into inequalities and basically false teaching. And that becomes a problem because, you know, the kids are not getting the real education. They're not learning real history.
Yeah, more parents
That's
need to
just-
be involved. That's the thing, you know.
Absolutely.
Decades
Absolutely.
and years of parents allowing the school to raise their children and not paying attention.
Yeah. And I
And so
mean,
they got
to
away with it.
ask the kids that are our age, what happened with this, this, and this? Did you ever hear of this? A lot of kids, depending on where you're at, certainly
Yeah.
have completely different educations. They learn completely different it's like living in two parallel worlds. That's kind of what I think the premise of it is.
Well, you know, history
There
is
was
taught different here in the South than it is in the North.
Oh yeah.
It absolutely is.
Yeah. They
I
did a
mean,
FOIA request and found out that they're going to start teaching morals in school, and that the parents just have to deal with it and put up with that.
What do you think about critical race theory?
Well, I'm trying to.
Oh.
I don't
So
like
in my opinion, it's imperative to understand that the core tenet, as much as I see both sides of this, okay, the core tenet is saying that it's pushing a guilt narrative, okay? Pushing white guilt is a fallacy, in my opinion. I do disagree with the whole concept of teaching teeny tiny kids that they are oppressors or oppressed.
Yeah.
I do agree with teaching them that through no fault of their own, they are born with a specific phenotype. And due to that, they are going to experience specific, basically, it's beneficial through no fault of a white child to be born white, and it's not held against them in the same way that it is to be born a black child in this country. Now, I hear a lot of the argument typically goes, well, the individual, I don't, it's not me.
Okay.
And I get that, but it's not personal. It's not a personal thing. It's a collective thing. White people born today that are white, through no fault of their own, benefit from a system they had no actual hands in creating. Point blank.
I have to disagree.
How did my daughter create this system? She's
Okay.
6.
Okay, now here's the thing. Now let me see what I was gonna say here. Let me phrase this. I've been up for like 16 hours now. Here's the deal. There was a school teacher that's popular on YouTube. She's also popular on Facebook by the name of Rubia Garcia. She says that she cries whenever she has to tell her black students that they cannot grow up to be anything they want to be. And if a teacher, whether she's a male or a female, in a wheelchair or able to stand up, was to ever tell my black son that they can't amount to be anything they want to be, that they're handicapped because of their color, I would punch them in the face. And the reason why is because they're just as able. They may have to work harder, but what the hell is hard work? We've been doing that shit for 100 years before they freed us. So, I mean, everybody has an equal opportunity in this country. It all depends on your attitude. Telling someone that their skin tone holds them back from being able to succeed in life is telling, that doesn't breed a winner's attitude. It will always give them a crutch. So you mean to tell me that the reason that my kids have a handicap is because I'm their dad? That's bullshit. And a white child, that you got poor white people too. So we could say that this whole system is oppressive when we see all white people prospering and black people are having to struggle to get it. That's just my thought on it.
And I can agree with that, right? Because that goes to the concept that hard work is not merited. Hard work is simply hard work. Okay. And that's where the concept of, in my opinion, the concept of making it into an oppressed and oppressor situation with little kids is not needed.
No, it's not.
Teaching them that the system was set up to benefit them in this way, or this way, leads them to go forward, at least in my opinion, leads them to go forward to possibly be more critical about the actions that they carry out as they get to be adults, the choices that they make, maybe the loans or the laws that they may go forward to make, or the lending practices that they may go forward to make, or even the renters that they choose to rent to.
Well, see, that's once again, I mean, my kids are 17 years old. I got twin boys. My oldest one is 24, right? So my oldest one owns a detail shop. He didn't want to go to college, but he wanted to make money, and he loved cars, and he owns a detail shop. He makes just about as much money as I do, if not more. He's an entrepreneur. He's a self-starter. So anything in life that he wants, he can get right now. And I wish I had it that way when I was 24. My sons, one wants to be an engineer. The other one wants to be a mechanic. Okay. So there's nothing holding them back from succeeding in the businesses that they're trying to go for. And nobody's going to look at them and be like, well, shit, I ain't going to let no black man work on my car. And if they do, then fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You got people that will. So it's kind of on the same deal. We don't live in that day and age anymore. We got a country where our system is set up that bends over backwards so people can live comfortably. I mean, think about it. You as a white woman, if I was to catch you saying some dumb shit online, I could call your job and get you fired. You see what I'm saying? So we got a system that bends over backwards. If we were oppressed in America, I wouldn't even be able to have that kind of control over you and not even know you. Cancel culture, you got so many people out there right now that gets offended over every little motherfucking thing.
Every little fucking thing.
Yeah, every little fucking thing. That's why I got the Confederate battle flag up. People are like, what the fuck? This rebel flag is to trigger people. And the reason why is because, if things don't hold baggage, people do. So if that's their baggage they're holding, that's on them, But my whole theory is we don't live in that country anymore where people are, oppressed. If I was if you was to shoot me in cold blood right now, Conspiracy Queen, you would go to jail. There would be no letting you off. You know what I'm saying? Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Derek Chauvin, which that case was that was all staged anyway, but it's still proving something to us that nobody's above the law. The only way you're above the law is if you was hanging out with that upper echelon, like if you were Jeffrey Epstein, which they said he died.
Right. And that's where that's where, to my mind, that privilege comes from, right? Being able to buy, sell, trade, or kill another human life with impunity.
Exactly. But you don't have that privilege, and I don't either. And we'll never have that privilege as long as we live.
Right. And that goes to a more democratic way of thinking, believe it or not. Understanding that, poor white folks didn't have and don't have the same economic influence in this reality to be able to have that kind of impunity. That the system is set up to basically snare up anybody that gets trapped in it, that doesn't have money, that can't get themselves out of it, and meant to keep you there, basically as a prisoner of the state. And by that proxy, that allows for overstanding to say that, yes, I may still get hemmed up, but, depending on what it is, I may get less jail time if I get charged at all. I have.
Can you guys hear me clear?
Yes, I am.
Hey.
No, we hear you, Queen.
Okay.
Hey, Queen, what's up? Good to see you, Queen.
Not much is at work. I'm tired, exhausted, and shit.
RBR's triggered in the chat room.
Just like Well, I haven't got no sleep either today.
Y'all got a bunch of
Like
bad
doing
weather down near y'all?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, raining and shit.
Man,
New
we
York.
had
So
some crazy weather here
said
last night.
You're in Maryland?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just outside of DC.
I know somebody there. I got a friend there.
That's what's up.
We got
I
a
wish
worldwide.
I'd have known you then,
Mhm.
Conspiracy Queen. You would have been hanging out with us in DC when we were up there.
Man, I'm telling
You
you.
go to Harry's bar?
As a matter of fact, though, I was right. Our hotel was right next to Harry's.
All this played out.
Yeah, Harry's right next to
Yes,
Trump.
it was.
Trump, yeah.
Yeah, we were right there next to Harry's bar. That's
Yeah.
where the freaking Antifa tried to attack us, and they got, they had that work put in on them.
They got what's his
Antifa
name,
tried-
right? Didn't they attack what's his name, Mo, at
I
Harry's?
try not to go into
Dion?
DC too much, honestly, because the roads and all of the damn lights always get me up there.
What was that, Mo?
They arrested Dion Alexander. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah,
Political
because
visit.
Antifa was saying shit,
he-
calling everybody out.
Yeah.
Well, that's the crazy part, though. Antifa, they're in Los Angeles right now, aren't they?
I don't know where them niggas at.
They're
They
definitely in
were.
Portland.
They just were. Yeah, they just were. They
I
went up
heard
there to
something here in
protest
Portland.
against that
Yeah, I
spa.
heard they were beating up people and shit. Stupid OG shit.
Because of that
So
spa. Because of that
Patriot
guy that was
showed up
walking
and they
around
started
with his.
beating people up.
Yeah, the Patriots was
That-
putting that work in on
Mhm.
them.
Right.
That spa where that guy was walking around with his penis exposed and the black woman
Mhm.
complained. That spa they were protesting.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Mhm.
Yeah.
Antifa was protesting us, or
Yeah, saying that it's okay.
Yes, sir.
Transgender. They were sticking up for the guy.
you know what?
I
It's
can't
time for the
fucking
Patriots to
stand
take a trip to Los
Antifa.
Angeles. Shoot, I could be on
RBR
the plane
says it's
tomorrow
part
night.
of the right.
But to be honest,
That's not part of the right.
piggyback off what y'all was saying earlier, you can't make DC a state. It's illegal according to the Constitution.
Yep.
Well, they're doing
Exactly.
what they want to do now,
Can't-
and that's crazy because Pelosi's doing what she wants. I mean, look at the election. They're doing what they want to do. We live in a dictatorship right now. People
Yeah.
are saying, "Oh no, man, we got a
Criminals.
dictatorship coming."
Nothing
No,
but
we
fucking
in there.
criminals in there.
And I heard Biden his own
Criminals.
words
That's what
say
Biden
that
is.
the amendments aren't guaranteed. Biden said the amendments
Yeah,
aren't
he sure
guaranteed.
did. I heard him say it. Yep.
So what
Motherfucker's
they-
a criminal.
That's why they're breaking up all the patriot movements and calling them terrorists and using those Nazis to tell people that, hey, these are white supremacists. All Trump, they dress up like Trump supporters and they call themselves patriots. Those are not patriots.
Those are infiltrators.
Yeah, those are infiltrators, and people are just too goddamn
Well, that was
stupid to
something-
see it.
Right, and that was
So, did
something
you
that was
guys hear
being
about that?
exposed before it actually happened with quite a few of the people out there were telling
Did you hear
people
about that
that
gay
Antifa-
choir in San Francisco
Yep. That they're
talking
coming for the
about
children.
they're coming
Yep.
for your kids and shit? Mhm.
Yep.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
weirdos.
Yeah, they're all singing from San Francisco gay choir about coming for your children.
Somebody, man, I hurt somebody, man.
On what?
Mhm.
Nigga?
And these are growing men singing this. Singing
That
it
shit
about
fucking
getting your
pisses
children.
me off.
Yeah, damn it. Fuck it.
It was like 48 of them.
I
or
can't
something. It was
fucking
like
believe
50.
everybody still believes Trump is the worst, but Biden is worse.
Well, the thing is, though, you get these raggedy people, the raggedy. I mean, that's the part that I don't like about this entertainment.
And you muted Ricky.
Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about the media. They always push these raggedy people to say this is the black community. I'm gonna tell you the God's honest truth. When that shit happened to fucking Jacob Blake, y'all can call me a coon if you want to. He got what he fucking deserved, and I would not be up there protesting for him.
Hey,
No.
that's what I say.
Ahmaud Arbery.
Shit.
Ahmaud Arbery, I protest for him.
He
But
reaped
Jacob
what he
Blake-
fucking
Yeah.
sold.
He got what he fucking
That's why I had
deserved.
a problem with Brandon Tatum was about Ahmaud Arbery.
That's why
He
I
tried
stopped
to
following Brandon
justify that.
Oh, bring me
Yeah.
a Brandon, man.
He
I mean,
tried
Brandon,
to justify the
sorry.
shit.
Well,
and,
Ahmaud Arbery
you know,
was
Brandon
cool,
Tatum,
but Jacob
yeah,
Blake got what he
He
deserved.
tried to justify that killing. I'm like, no.
yeah, I did
Even if he was
There is no
trespassing, you don't
justification
kill-
for
Yeah.
that.
No, there's
There's no
no
justification for that. That
They hunted him
man,
down.
that
Brandon
man,
knows this is me he talking to. Brandon knows this.
that
And me and
man.
Brandon had fucking combos for hours on the phone. And Brandon, you know where I stand, at, nigga. Ain't no beef, but you know where I stand. I don't give a fuck. I stand. I'm Maurice Duck, Brandon. You know I am. You got my fucking number, nigga.
I got his number too. I'm the one he wanted to kick it. He said he wanted to kick my ass for sending him
Oh,
that.
like he did
text
on with
message.
Hotel Jesus?
Huh?
Wait till I get you on the street?
Yeah, he did me like that because
see you,
Like
I'm
Hotel
whooping your
Jesus?
ass.
I sent him a text message of that video I made of him on YouTube. I texted him the link of him tap dancing and shit, the one that I got him eating his own words, and he was like, "Yeah, when I see him, man, you know, he didn't want to mention my name, but if you look at my channel, my original YouTube channel versus his, you'll see that every time I talk about something, he brings it up and tries to be all sophisticated with it and bastardizes it and whatnot." And I'm like, okay, that's the game we're gonna play. That's when I sent him that video, and then he's like telling this crowd like, "Yeah, man, these black people, this, that, and the third." And you know, I trolled his boy Bryson off of Twitter, well, not Twitter, off of TikTok. You know, that's why he ran to Brandon Tatum that night. But I'm telling you, I can't stand that nigga, man. He's full of shit. Anybody that follow that nigga's full of shit. He's full of shit, like for real. I met him at Blexit last summer, and that's how I got his phone number. He got my Google number. I got his real number.
Oh, you're going to trigger RBR now that you mentioned Blexit.
Yeah, I was at Blexit last summer, but the thing was, let me tell you about what I saw while I was at Blexit, man. It was probably like
you were at the tree over there, tree.
I met Tree at
Theologic?
Blexit of Charlotte, but the Blexit down here where I met Brandon, I drove 5 hours, well, a little bit over 4 hours to get there, right? And this fool was sitting there talking to me about, yeah, man, you know, you got to get more people out here to this. And, you know, if you're a local, you got, you know, we're going to have our events, this, that, and the third. And he was offering to, like, you know, buy us bus tickets to Atlanta. I like bus tickets. Like, he's like, yeah, you go, I can get you guys a charter bus. You just got to round up some black people from your church, whatever, to make it look like a black appearance. And that they were going to pay for us. They was going to give us a stipend for food, some per diem. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me that you have to round up black people to give this whole organization what they're appearing to be?
Hey, Ricky. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm exposed for shit right now. I don't give a fuck. I'm listening to conservatives right now. But when I went to a Trump rally out here, they told me go sit a certain place. We will make it look like that. A lot of black people here. So they put the camera right on us. I played it. I'm like, I did. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted my thing on, double they do. Look, it was like 90%, 95% white, but that 1% was right over there. And they want to make it look like that people showed up. Black people showed up. I'll be honest, y'all. Listen, this is true.
That happened to me at the Trump rally in Georgia. Where I
believe you. That's how it is.
I show up and they're like, "Hey, can we get you on TV?" Dude, they had me on television. I should have opened up my YouTube channel there.
Yeah, they put that camera right by you, like, here. Oh, what'd you think about Kanye West? First thing they say is Kanye West. What you buy? You like, fuck out of here. Why you gotta look? Kanye West ain't even a fucking. You stupid fuck. I'm being real. When I was on NBC, Fox News. The first thing they said, I wasn't even doing videos yet. How you feel about Kanye West? This is what I did. Oh, he escaped the Democratic plantation. Also, from Chicago News, Wisconsin News, right there. Swear to God.
See, you remember I was telling you about the guy who approached me, want me to put my platform on PragerU, and he told me that he was going to give me the talking points. They approached you the same way.
Yep.
And I'm like, ain't no way that I'm gonna get up here and say this damn stepping and fetching, coon dancing bullshit and have my name and my face out there. Now I have a truth. It's my truth. It's not the truth that they're orchestrating for me. They're not gonna have me get out there and tell the world shit like Ahmaud Arbery deserved to get shot or the Tulsa race riot wasn't as bad as you say it. No, I'm not gonna say no shit like that. You know, I already got enough people thinking I'm a fucking coon. I'm not going to get out there and really be one. Now I can if I wanted to, because I got the research to, like, you know, and the mind frame to manipulate. And I'm sitting here like, no, hell no. I'm not going to get out there and do this dumb shit for you guys. They wanted me to speak on their talking points, and all the talking points was about race. No, I want to talk about more than race. I want to talk about what's going on in China. I want to talk about what's going on with Fauci. I want to talk about, you know, I don't want these people, you know, but they was promising me the limelight and whatnot, but I want people to tune into my channel because they actually, it's authentic material, not what they wrote for me to say. They want a black man to get up here and spew their talking points, and I'm not down with that, man. You can't pay me enough money.
Right.
I'm making enough money without having to do that shit. You know,
I can't the fucking talking points. You
No,
know?
Mo would take the money. Ask him, Mo. You take the money and do it.
I wouldn't do it, man. I make enough, man. I'm good.
I did it. I ain't gonna lie, I did it.
I make enough. I'm all right.
Fuck out of here.
Because
man.
the thing is, like, you know, in this part of Charleston where I live, everybody knows everybody. So the last thing I need is everybody, you know, seeing me on camera, being a fucking coon, challenging me.
I took that motherfucking spotlight. And
make that clear.
Let me make that clear. I didn't take the money. I took the spotlight. And they, you know, motherfucker was throwing me. I'm being honest.
That doesn't count, though. If people donate to you, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
If you were representing something you really don't believe in.
Man, I was representing some real shit, and these motherfuckers didn't want to hear it. I had motherfuckers call me, trying to promote me, and said, "Stop smoking weed on your shit. Stop it.
Yep.
You gonna mess it up.
Yep. Stop cussing.
Stop cussing." I said, "Fuck that. Mo, stop drinking on your last thing. Fuck that. I ain't stop shit."
I mean,
I've
this
been
is
told that too, but I can't stop cursing.
They will
can't
reward
stop.
you. I mean, they did that with Amazing Lucas, and Amazing Lucas turned around and said, "Fuck this." He took off the damn tap dancing shoes, and now look at his subscriber count plummeted. He's not making money doing what, you know, like he was used to when he was tap dancing.
He went against Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens. That's why his numbers went down.
Well, he was telling the truth.
Because you start beefing with Candace and them.
He was telling the truth.
Yeah, if you don't.
Well, and that's what makes it ugly, because they want the narrative. They want to give you the narrative.
Yeah,
and if you go against the narrative, you become the enemy.
Yeah, because I mean, here's the thing: Candace Owens don't speak for black people. She don't speak for black conservatives. You know, we are.
Well, that's just an opinion. Everybody has
She
their
doesn't
opinion.
speak for black conservatives. Only
To me,
people
she speaks for black conservatives. To me,
she don't speak for me. I mean, for real, she don't speak for me.
and that's fine.
She
I
speaks for white
understand, but you can't
supremacists.
say that.
So do you
if she
think
doesn't
Ahmaud Arbery
speak
deserved to
for
die?
Any black people? That's not true.
Do you think Ahmaud Arbery deserved to die?
No.
No, not Ahmaud Arbery.
You don't think Ahmaud
But
Arbery
Jacob
deserved
Blake,
to die?
George Floyd.
Nope.
No, not
Okay,
Ahmaud
no.
Arbery.
I'm speaking to Queen here. Do you think Ahmaud Arbery deserved to die?
No one deserves that.
That's what I'm telling you. No,
Then
not
okay,
him.
So when you say Candace Owens speaks for you, and she said Ahmaud Arbery deserved to die, then you saying Ahmaud Arbery deserved to die.
Just got an open mind. I don't have to accept everything she says. Okay, I can still like her and take what I want to take from her narrative.
Which is
I don't
all
think
white
Eric Gardner
supremacist
deserves
That's
bullshit.
called being open-minded. That's called
Yeah,
being
that's white
open-minded.
supremacist bullshit.
Because there's a whole lot of good to her besides that comment.
Name me 5 things that Candace Owens says that's very intelligent. 5. I'll wait.
Well, I don't feel like it. I'm tired right now. I could, but I just
5
don't
things
feel
that she
like
says
it.
that's intelligent, besides the fact that she don't like black people and she got a tirade and everything. Just 5.
She wants us to stop being victims of our own circumstances. She wants us to stand up, produce, stop being consumers, you know, get off the Democrat
consumers?
plantation.
And I
Quit being
agree
a
with her.
consumer nation of people.
Those are the same mundane talking points.
Well, those are pretty relevant talking points if you ask me.
I mean, do you think that, okay, so you're trying to tell me that most black people vote Democrat? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
So you mean to tell
collectively,
me you
about
can't have a free
80%
mind
of
as a
black
Democrat?
people do.
So you
Excuse me?
mean to tell me you can't have a free mind as a Democrat?
They do, Queen. They do.
Not too much, because the government determines your agenda. The government pays your way through the food stamps, through the welfare.
So
It's
you're
kind
saying
of
that
a
there's members in our military that
co-opted
don't
agenda.
vote Democrat?
Huh?
So you're saying there's
Well, see,
members
the
of our military that vote?
military are programmed as well. They follow orders.
No, they can't tell you how to vote in the military.
Well, it doesn't have to do with the vote. I'm talking about they follow orders.
Yeah, so
So,
I'm saying though, you're saying that, you know, people that are Democrats, that they follow a certain type of government order or whatnot, or they get on the system, but there are wealthy black people that vote Democrat. There are wealthy white people, especially in the San Francisco area and Virginia area, now that vote Democrat. There's a lot of rich Democrat money.
I'm
in
sure they
Virginia.
are, but they're
So it's just
mistaken
not,
and
you know,
misguided.
it's just not, you know, black people that are poor that vote Democrat.
Never said that.
Okay, so what's the Democratic plantation then? What's that Democratic
It's a
plantation
metaphor
business?
for being collectively as black people voting down ballot for Democrats, regardless. Every election cycle, black people typically vote Democrat.
Not all of them.
That's what it means. Since
Not all of
freaking
them.
LBJ bought black people out, they've been voting Democrat with Obama, Clinton. It didn't matter. Black folks just voted down ticket Democrat because that's what they were programmed to do.
Not all of them. I'm in South Carolina. You can't throw a rock without hitting a black conservative here.
Well, not all, but 80% of them, about 80 to 50% of them are all Democrat. The
What's the
majority
exact
of
number?
black people are, but the
What's the
Catholics,
exact
the
number that's
Jews,
percent?
the white people, all the other groups of people moved away from the Democrats collectively, except for black people. They're still on the plantation. And the last I heard, the figure was 80%, between 50 and 80%.
50 and 80%. That's a large spread.
I think it's 80% of them.
You sure?
Yeah, you can
Is that
look it
sure
up.
you sticking to it?
You can look it up.
Okay. Then
I'm not sure really of the number, but I saw it once and it said 50 or 80 something percent.
That's a big jump.
Well, Queen.
90%.
Not really.
I don't know if it's necessarily
What is
true
Candace
though.
Owens' position? Hold on. What is Candace Owens' position on monetary policy? Where is Candace Owens' position on foreign policy now?
Wait, somebody's trying to speak. Big J, is that you?
Yeah, your mic's real
Yeah,
low.
your mic's low, man. You might want to adjust your mic, brother.
What is
you
Candace Owens' position on monetary policy? What is Candace Owens' position on foreign policy? Queen Mayat.
She's
That's a good
actually being tutored so she can run for president. So she's learning right now. She doesn't know everything.
That is what that's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. I said, what is her monetary policy or
What's
views on
up, Lisa
monetary
D?
policy? What are her views on international relations / foreign policy?
They're pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. Close to what Trump believes, what DeSantis believes. The conservative model is her view.
Well, wait a minute. What are the specifics of Candace Owens' foreign policy?
I fucking don't know. You got to ask her.
Wait
That's a blanket term, a general term, a vast term, brother.
This is my problem I have with black conservatives. Only time y'all come on here, y'all don't talk about monetary policy. Where are the monetary policy like Ron Paul? I said Ron Paul, not Rand Paul. I said Ron Paul. Where y'all go? I don't see not one black conservative outside of Walter Williams, outside of the late Walter Williams. I have yet to see a black conservative talking about, well, I support the penny plan, or I support the 40% tax.
You know what black
tax,
conservatives say? Learn a trade.
Herman Cain had
Put coding back in the schools so you can learn.
Guess what? I am a Democrat, and I tell you, you black conservatives ain't shit because though y'all have.
You know what? That's okay. I didn't come up here to fight you. I don't care.
Policy.
I will tell you, when it comes to money, learn 2 or 3 trades so you're employable.
No, you like talking.
That's what you do.
You go
get an education.
You going by talking.
No, you asked the question. What do you expect me to do? Talk, right?
Big J. Now let me ask you. Let me intervene here.
I have
Big
to
J
talk to
may be
answer
a
the
Democrat.
goddamn question. Don't be disingenuous, Big J.
He may be a Democrat, but he's asking a real good question here.
No, he's being disingenuous. He says those are talking points. We can ask the question.
If you
ask the question that needs
what is y'all's foreign policy?
Needs talk, and you say don't use talking points. What? Are you fucking kidding me?
It's like though you're reading from a script. That's all.
No, I'm not. That's your opinion. See, what I can't fucking stand is people with their goddamn opinion like it's fucking gospel. Okay?
Hold on.
It's not fucking gospel. It's your opinion that I'm reading a script. I don't have a fucking script in my hand. I'm talking to you. I'm giving you my straight, honest fucking answer. Okay? Stop that disingenuous bullshit.
You know, a Democrat like there. Is a Democrat he came up Bacardi Sanders.
Hey, Big J, turn your mic up, man.
It goes like there is a black liberal that does the same shit Queen Mayat does. He goes by the name of Bacardi Sanders, who's from South Carolina. He does that same old.
Don't put me in no bag with nobody. I don't know that fucking dude.
Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. I mean, look at him. Just shut the fuck up, Bacardi
As if
Sanders.
your opinion are any better. So what's your fucking opinion, genius?
Yeah, though. My mentality is on specifics. How you going?
So what is your opinion on economics? What is your opinion, Big J, on economics?
Well,
that's a broad brush.
My opinion. Hold on.
He just asked broad questions too. Let's get into it.
If you want to talk about Big J's tax policy, go look up Paul C. Fisher.
No, I don't look up. Tell me.
He ran for president in 1960.
You talking about scripts? You want me to look up a script? Tell me what your policy is, Mr. Script.
My policy is like a 1776 tax policy, 17% sales.
See how ludicrous this shit is? You do all that talking, but you ain't got one answer for me.
Wait a minute.
Let the man speak because I'm interested now.
Did he finish my thought? Yeah.
But he ain't saying shit. He did all that talking, but he ain't saying shit. But go ahead.
My tax
talking when I was talking. Oh, you don't know nothing.
Paul C. Fisher. My tax policy is kin to Paul C. Fisher. When you have a 17% sales tax across the board, 7% transaction tax, and another 6% tax on people who make over $300,000.
Wow, this is ridiculous.
And
you talking like a freaking politician up here.
Get rid of the progressive. You get rid of the progressive income tax. Do that.
No, what you do is
income tax.
That's actually Big J.
You remove regulation.
Wait.
You remove overhead costs. You cut taxes.
What the hell?
And then you allow corporations to set their own pay rates. Okay? You don't try to redistribute wealth. That's how you hurt companies and capitalism.
Yeah, but look at Amazon. How many are on welfare and food stamps and stuff because they're not paying them?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Amazon is just raping the employees.
Well, get another job. Well, get another job. That's all they got to do is get another job. Perfect.
Then why work? Then that's called slavery.
If the job ain't paying enough, get another job. It's that simple.
It's called wage slaves now.
If I look, I got 6 employees.
You know
that
what?
work
If Amazon paid
got 6
everything they
employees
want, Amazon will go broke. Okay.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Come
something
on
here.
now.
I got 6 employees that work under me, and the reason that I take care of my employees is because I don't want them saying that I work for Ricky, but now I got to go out here and do this on the weekend. So I make
And
sure
what
that
if
they're
they
well
come back
taken
tomorrow
care
and
of.
say, pay me $80 an hour? What you gonna do?
Well, trust and believe what they make in commission is way more.
You're not gonna do that. If they come back
No,
tomorrow and say,
they're
pay me
commission-based workers.
$200 an hour, you're not gonna do it. Okay? See,
Well, then I need to work for you, Ricky.
see where they, see what the rubber, when the rubber meets the road, you see the bullshit. You see,
No, because I mean,
motherfuckers say
they're
shit
commission-based workers.
they won't do. Motherfuckers say shit they won't do.
No, because I mean,
Stop
what's
it.
the paying them $80 an hour when they're making good money in commission?
Why is it else?
You know, no. Commission is not an
Come on,
always
Mike.
thing. You have to make commission.
Yeah,
in
you have to make
sales.
commission. That means you got to be
You don't
productive.
always make your commission, though. You don't always
They've been
make your
working for me
commission.
for
If you
4
don't
years.
hit commission, you don't get paid. That's how that works.
No,
You
they
might
do
get
got
your hourly rate.
They do
You
have
get your
a,
hourly
draw,
rate.
but they do have a draw.
See,
but if they
I
have
know
to get
this
the draw,
stuff,
then
man.
it works towards their commission.
I know how
So
this
yeah, they're
stuff works.
commission based, but they work. You know what I'm saying?
See
So
how
I mean,
goofy
it
this
works
shit
for
is?
them.
We got all this shit to say about
Big J.
Candace Owens and got no
Big
answers
J.
of our own, though. That's how
Big
funny
J.
this shit is.
I
You
don't
know
get
what, man? Me and you got off on the wrong foot, but you're all right, man, to be a Democrat.
You know
Oh,
why,
boy.
Candace? You know why, Candace? I cannot go. This is the thing. There's some things. You're right, Queen. You can take what you want out of it, and you can agree with certain things and disagree. But some things are non-negotiable for certain people, and that's just
Yeah, that's
a
fine.
privilege.
That's
Right?
fine.
Everybody has an opinion. That's all I'm saying. Like
Mhm.
everybody just has their
When
own.
you say that Ahmaud Arbery deserves to die, there's nothing else you can say that'll make any sense to me after that.
Pull
That
your
man
pants
was
up and
trying to
get
die
over it. That's
irreparably.
what you do. You get over
Eric
it. That's
Gardner.
what you do. There's
You
more
saying
to
that that
her
man deserved to die?
than
And you
that
saying you still
comment.
cool with that? I
She
mean,
has her
nah.
perspective and her own reasons, okay? But when
He
it
was selling
comes to
single
black
cigarettes.
people, the majority of her work is necessary, very needed
How is that needed? The only thing that does is repels black
when it
people
comes to
away from
black
them.
people.
How does that?
When it comes to black
have you
people
ever been to Blackson
collectively,
before? Have you
they
ever been to
need
Blackson
to
before?
listen because they don't have fathers or mothers. They don't have guidance as it is. So you got to
That's
listen to
bullshit
somebody.
too. That's
And when it comes to
bullshit as well.
conservatism, we are on the right side. Pro-life, nuclear family,
You just got talking
marriage.
points. They just schooled you with some
Marriage
math.
is against. I mean, no.
just schooled me
This
with
is not a
math.
talking point. This is a fact that marriage is between a man and a woman. The nuclear family raises children, not a village. It takes a nuclear family to raise children.
Agreed.
Secondly-
Agreed. But you're trying to say that no black
So
kids
what
have their
about
families?
this is a talking point?
So what's the percent of kids
This is
born
2
right
plus
now
2
without
is 4.
What are the
77%
percentage of
out
black
of
kids born
wedlock.
out of wedlock?
77%. Damn near
What?
Section 8
80.
housing. Ben
No, it's not.
Carson.
No, it's not.
Damn near 80. It's at
No,
77%.
it's not. No, it's
No, it's
not.
not. That's a talking
Yes,
point.
it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, yes,
That-
it
that-
is at 77%.
The 70%
Well, you
thing.
produce for me a different number then, since
Hold on,
you
the
know it
70%
all.
thing is an early 1890s. Hold on, the 77% out of trade, like what I'm talking point, that is 1990s. That's early.
No,
late
it's not.
80s,
That's
early
the
90s.
current
You-
stats.
yes, it is.
I looked
Yes, it is.
into
It's
it.
not- it's not
This is
current.
not the
It's not
90s.
current. It's not
It has
current.
raised since
It's
the 90s.
64% now. It's 64. It's in the 60s now.
Well, 64
It's
is 77, same shit.
No,
What's the
The
difference?
numbers is dropping. The numbers of single parent
Whatever.
household,
You
the black
wish. That's wishful
13%
thinking.
is dropping.
You got to deal
Wait,
with
wait,
the problems, man. You can't run from the
It's
problem
dropping.
and try to sugarcoat it.
The number is dropping.
Oh, we say it's dropping, but when we talk about black on black crime, we say it's dropping, but when July 4th comes around, the bloodiest weekend in Chicago, dropping my
How many
ass.
white people killed each other over July 4th weekend?
The fuck
Yeah,
we talking
Chicago.
about?
How many white people killed each other over July 4th weekend?
Listen, we gotta
No,
deal
I'm
with
just
this
asking the
stuff,
question. How
man. It
many
ain't
white
no
people killed each other over
sugarcoating it.
July 4th weekend?
Well, if I could
How
find
many
a
white
white
people killed each
majority
other?
city where they're killing one another, I would tell you.
But
But I
so
don't
why are you
know
so focused
one.
on the black folks then? The white folks got their problems
Because
too.
it's in our faces. Everywhere
It's
we
in
look
your,
is
is it in your face? Do you
BLM,
live around black
Take
people?
a
Shootings in
Knee,
Portland went up
Gwen
800%
Berry.
since the first
What
of the
the
year.
hell? It's in your freaking face, dude.
Tell me something, Queen Maya. Then what about West Virginia, Eastern Kentucky, the east side of Tennessee, the Appalachia areas?
What about it? What about it?
On drugs too? Are Daryl's
Because if
on
it's
meth
fucked up,
over there?
it's fucked up. I'm
Well,
not gonna
if
sit
it's
here and
fucked
try
up,
to pretend it's not fucked up
then how
like
come?
black folks do in
Then
their
how
communities. If
come?
it's fucked up, it's
Hold
fucked
on,
up.
hold on. Then how come West Virginia is decreasing population? How come West Virginia is decreasing population then? Explain that. for me.
Because fertility rates are down, among other things.
Jobs.
Yeah. You know why? It's because of
Yeah,
suicide
you bet.
and drugs. Suicide,
Suicide,
and drug use
opioids,
is the reason why
fertility
West
rates.
Virginia, the one of the whitest states in America, which is West
Mhm,
Virginia. That's why it is decreasing in
Oh,
population.
Why you
because
say
of
we can
drugs.
talk about the white rape, but we can't accept the black rates, though? I don't get that.
But why do we got to even talk about the black race at all?
Well, why you got to talk about
If
the
you got
white
the
ones? Because
ideology,
we're
you got
talking
the
about the black
ideology.
ones. Why?
If you have
Let's deal with the
the
black
same
ones,
ideology, you
too.
have the same
Quit
ideology.
trying to
It doesn't matter what
pretend
color it is.
the black ones don't exist. That's sad.
If I got white people that I hang out with that I have the same ideology with, they don't look at me and be like, that black guy got the same ideology. They just say that American got the same ideology.
Right. So
No, in America, you have freedom of speech, freedom of choice, freedom of religion, all of that.
Therefore, you
Ain't no
can't say-
cut and
Freedom of
dry in
association.
America. Yes.
Freedom of association.
And so therefore you can't only say black people did this and black people did this. This wrong with the black community. When I can sit there and name you a couple states.
But why are we always in denial when the black
We in
on black
denial. I'm not in
crime
denial of
comes
shit.
up?
I'm
You
just
say it's
saying.
not true. You say it ain't true all the time. Why are we arguing then? It is what it is.
Well, and you bring a very good
Lori
point, Queen.
Lightfoot is fucking up Chicago. Lori
Your
Lightfoot
point-
needs to be impeached. She's
Your
fucking
point
up
to bring-
Chicago.
Your point of saying that it's brought up in our face is a very good point, right there.
Yeah.
The simple fact is, like I said, and I've said it before, I'll say it now because it fits the conversation. In 2019, there were over 400 mass shootings. We didn't hear about it because it didn't fit a narrative and it wasn't in our face, as you just said. That can be many different things and many different races, but because it doesn't fit a narrative that wants to be pushed by the media, it's not covered. And that was during, let's say it all together, Trump's presidency.
Well, then we could take
You know what kills me though, sister, is all this fake outrage for black folks. But when Haiti's president is assassinated, no black Americans got nothing to say.
They talk about Chicago, but a
When
white
all the
city
genocide goes
is
on
the
in
highest
Africa,
in shootings.
no black person's got
800%
nothing
in
to say.
shootings in Portland, and it's
And
a
they
white
forget
city.
about Nipsey
It's the
already.
highest percentage of shootings in the country.
Right.
Sad.
Thank you.
Queen, why don't you just admit that you just don't like black people, and we can leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for real. I mean,
I love
if
black
you-
people. Don't be childish with me,
If
brother.
you don't
Don't be
like black people,
childish
don't-
with me,
don't try
brother.
to
I
be-
love black people.
don't try
That's
to be
disingenuous,
sophisticated about it. Just come out and
childish,
be real.
absolutely childish. What you're saying right now. Don't be childish with me and stupid. You know I like black
I mean, just
people.
come out
Don't
and
be
be real. There are
stupid
some
with
black
me,
people
sir.
I don't like.
You
There's
know
a
better
certain
than
class
that.
of
That's a
black people I don't
stupid
like, but I don't,
low-blow,
sit around and
moving the
hop on them.
goalpost bullshit. You know I like black people.
No,
It's a
I mean,
cop
there's a
out what
certain
you're
class
saying.
of white
It's a
people I don't
cop
like.
out to bring me back to the Democrat plantation sympathizing criminals. I'm not going to do it. I have my
Sympathize with
standards.
criminals?
You have to accept that.
Wait, yeah,
You
I
talking
kinda
about
wanna know-
I don't like black people. That's bull crap.
Why would you sit there and
harsh-ass
follow someone that
accusation
talks
to
down
make.
on black people?
Why am I on a black panel right now, sir? if I don't like black people? What the fuck are you talking
Black
about?
panel.
Shit pisses me off,
This
man.
ain't no black panel.
Fucking ridiculous.
We kind of mixed company. So
Is
why
Mo
you
black?
panel, we in mixed company?
Is Mo black?
Well, yeah.
Majority of
yes,
the people
Mo
up here are black. Are they not?
I don't know
Why
what
the
color
fuck would I be
Darth
up here if
Vader
I didn't
is,
like
but
black people? Why do
He's
I always
black.
donate to black people if I don't like black
But
people?
he doesn't call himself black
Fuck
because he
outta
doesn't
here,
believe in the
man.
social construct.
See how ludicrous this shit is when people talk about Candace Owens, but the shit coming out of their mouth is ludicrous. It's all fucking
look
hell.
at it. She's all hyped up over some
Ridiculous.
Candace Owens. Like Candace Owens is like, paying her
But that's
bills.
fine though. That's fine though. I accept your opinion, but don't try to railroad me and say, "Oh, you don't like black people," and shame me with that bullshit gaslighting and shit. You know better than that.
Gaslighting?
I
I'm not
accept your
sitting here
opinion. You
saying
don't
that
like her, fine. You don't
I'm
have
not
to
the one saying that Ahmaud
antagonize me
Arbery
because
deserved to die.
I like her. I'm not a
Hey, hold
closed-minded
on,
person.
hold on.
Throw someone away
Hold
for
on, time out.
one
How-
statement they
how
fucking
can you be
made.
pro-life? Hold on.
It's fucking ridiculous.
How can you be pro-life and then turn around and say, well, so and so deserves to die? But wait a minute, you're supposed to be pro-life, right? I thought that pro-life was me from.
What the fuck do I have to do with his death? If he got himself killed, it's his problem, not mine. Don't try to blend that.
But you
That's
love black
ridiculous.
people.
If he got himself
And this was
killed,
the fake black
if a guy
conservatives
got
that make
behind the
us look
wheel of
bad.
a car, drinking drunk and died, it's
These
not my
are the
fault.
fake black conservatives that make us look bad. Big
Have
J,
the right
now
to my opinion. There's nothing
Big
fake
J.
about that. That's American to have an opinion. See how stupid people
Big
are?
J.
That's why this country is
These-
fucked up right now.
Big
Ain't
J,
got no fucking
this is what you
understanding
hear when
or
you hear black
overstanding about
conservatives,
nothing.
right?
And then
This
they
is what you
started the
hear when you
goofy
hear
little
black
shit. Hey,
conservatives,
Big
right?
J. Hey,
A
Big
lot of
J.
people,
She's that
a lot of people feel
antagonizing you. Leave me the fuck alone.
agree with both opinions. There's a
Fucking
lot
ridiculous,
of people
childish ass shit.
How do y'all know? I'm just being honest, but how do y'all know that Mr. Floyd isn't chilling on an island somewhere? I'm just saying.
Nobody does.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Mr.
We don't
Nobody
even know that
does.
he's actually dead. He's probably on a goddamn island somewhere in witness protection program. For all the fuck we know.
Having seen the funeral in Houston,
We've seen a lot of shit. The eye is very.
You saw an empty gold box. You saw a gold box.
No, I'm in Texas now. I seen the.
You don't know what was in it. You don't know what was in it. You don't know what was in it, brother.
He's dead. I'm gonna say he's dead. So
woe's me. Swing low, sweet chariot.
I mean, I did watch
You
the
know,
trial.
that's the way we can wake up as a people.
Family got
Just to wake
paid
up.
from the city
Accept
for that.
it.
20 million or something from the city.
$27 million, okay?
Yeah.
You bet your ass. I'm entitled to my opinion.
Look, I will you can take me out, cash my son out, I'm good with it. Give him 27 million, I'm good. I'm just saying.
They got $27 million.
I would
I
extort
ain't allowed to
myself.
say nothing. Get the fuck out of here.
Not
Big
this,
J, I got a question for you, man.
That was deserved, but I think that
Motherfuckers be
might
tripping.
be above our pay grade.
I
But
agree
Big J,
with you, sister.
since you know the numbers so well, because I've heard you say this. Now, because a lot of people like to compare white and black, would you say, when you look at these numbers, that we're very in line with each other? When it comes to single parent, you say the single motherhood. What else were you talking about? Food stamps, whatever. When you look at them numbers, if we look at percentage of people, population, and comparison to the numbers, are we generally equal?
I would have to say no at this point.
So what would be more and what would be less then? Are you saying more white people?
Well, I mean, I'll say there are more white people on food stamps than there are black people. I mean,
Okay.
Percentage. I mean, who is receiving government benefits? I'll say white people are.
22%.
22%.
Yeah. Okay. But take that 22% and look at the income and look at the portion of black people and look at their income level. It is more about for me. It's more about income disparity at this point.
Yeah, but to get food stamps and stuff, you got to be under a certain income.
Right.
Okay,
And
so-
when you
so-
have
so I got
more
a
white folks that are on food stamps, that puts them under that income level compared to the lesser number of black folks that are on food stamps, plain and simple.
So we bounced whole numbers in, but let me ask you guys this question, and this is a good one that you guys got to answer for me as well. When a white woman has a black child, that's a black child on that birth certificate. But if the white woman is single with a black child, you see what I'm saying? So do we ever factor in-
Say that again, Ricky. Say that again.
when a white woman has a child and a black man is the father?
Okay.
You know, so now all of a sudden, when we look at this statistic, this is a statistic that we have never brought up before. How many black babies are out there without the father? But we can't say this is all black men, or we can't say that it's all black women, because not all of these black babies are born to black women. There's a lot of these.
You know what's
women
funny,
out
y'all?
Right. So you can't sit
When you're talking about white folks,
We're not talking bad
black
about white
folks don't
folks.
want to be compared.
No, we're not talking.
But when they're talking
We're not talking
about
bad
black
about
folks,
no, we're
black
not.
folks
somebody
got to
make
bring up
Queen's
white
mic so I can
folks. See
finish
how
this
it
point,
works?
because she's gonna keep over
Sad
talking
as
me.
hell.
We're not talking about white
Sad.
Can we
I
mute
didn't keep
Queen's
over
mic real quick?
talking
Because I
you.
want to make a.
That's another lie. I didn't over talk you at all. You made your
Okay, so
point.
the point
Then I
that I was trying
homed
to
in.
make is this: if we got black babies born to white women,
This is
but they
thick
say
skin
these
only.
black kids,
Remember, okay?
but they say black kids have what? So are we talking about a broken nuclear black family if the wife is white, or now, I mean, because any way it goes, even
You
if
are
it's a
what
black
your
man or a
father
white woman,
is. It still
if
reflects
it's
on
not
the
if
black
it's a black
man. You
man
are
or a
what
white,
your
if it's a
father
black
is.
man or a white woman or a man and a black woman, that
So
child
they
still
say
comes out
you
black.
are what your father is. So still falls on the
So
black
if a white
community.
man was to have a baby with a black woman, then the baby's not black.
Then it falls on the white community.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You see what she about to do? You see what she about to do?
See, at least I can be honest. Okay.
I heard that.
I don't just sit
I
up
heard
here
that. Well, I saw that.
try
I
to
saw
have
that
it my
picture.
way and shit.
Because
You
there are
know
a lot
what?
of
Stop
black.
crying.
She's about to pass that.
Stop
fucking-
freaking
It's black men. It's black men. She trying.
here we go with the emotionalism. Here we go with the
Okay.
emotionalism. The
I got
number one
5
problem
students.
for black folk.
I got 5 students. that they have white mothers, but their fathers are black, right?
Cool.
But they go by as black. They list themselves as black. Now the fathers, of course, they are still around. But
Mhm.
how many of these white women are having these black kids illegitimately?
That's the
Why
black
don't we have
man's
a stat
fault.
for that?
No. Why are these black men not marrying these white women? That's the question.
No, where's the stat for this though? Where's the stats for the white single moms with black
Right.
kids?
Right.
You
right.
brought up the stat. I'm just telling you.
They never put out that stat out. They never put that stat.
Mo said he's getting married.
You,
I'm getting married to
why
my
would a
a
man,
white woman.
what kind of
No,
man, you know,
like
Mo, you sell out.
fucks a woman, makes a
I throw it
baby,
out.
and doesn't marry her?
I'm messing
What
with you,
kind of
Mo.
man? Okay.
I know.
All right.
I'm messing with you, Mo. I'm a sellout too.
Yeah, yeah.
Where the white women at?
Yeah.
Where the white women at? What about
What
black
the
and
white
black
boys
crime?
at? What the
What
white
about black
boys?
and black crime?
Ah,
I'm actually selling out part time because I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm talking to a white woman, talking to a black woman at the same time. I'm just
Big J, I thought you was pro-black, man. You can't be selling your people out like that.
Oh, hey.
What you got
Oh,
against these
Mr.
queens?
Pro-black, huh?
I got nothing against
No, he's a
He
swirler.
hates Candace
He's a
Owens, but he's a
swirler.
sellout.
You're a
Oh,
swirler.
Big J.
Big J is a
You
swirler,
disappoint
man.
me,
You're supposed
Big
to keep it
J.
real.
Shit, I talk to all women.
You know
I talk
what?
to all women, man.
It's
Shit,
all
I'm
pink
in my late
inside,
30s.
right?
Look, let me say something. I'm in my late 30s. I don't got time to be doing all this bullshit about
I feel you.
what race she is and shit. If you treat me
That's
well,
your American right, brother.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
Make it happen,
Hey,
baby. Shoot.
Can it make me
That's how I
bust a
go.
nut in 3 minutes?
Yep, it's
Shit.
all pink.
You damn right. Shit, long as I'm long as my nuts are empty, I'm good. Okay.
As long as my stomach full and my nutsack's empty, I'm good.
You know what? Hey, Jay, Big J.
Yeah.
What if
Stop it,
she's
Psycho.
wait, hold on. What if she's 80 years old, hag?
She don't have to
You
make
still
you a
cool?
sandwich afterwards.
If she empties your nuts, you still cool?
You don't have her make a sandwich afterwards for you.
This is.
I don't think you go stand on that, Big J.
Man, hey, Maurice, I got a question, man. I really must have hurt RBR's feelings. This nigga still talking about me in the chat room. I just looked at the chat room and that nigga still talking about me.
Oh, he's gonna make a video tomorrow.
Cross RBR. I tell
He'll
you
make a video
what,
tomorrow.
don't make him mad.
Tomorrow,
He's still mad.
tomorrow he gonna put your name in the title, Ricky. He gonna put Queen in the title. Big J. He gonna call all those Nazis.
The Nazi
I
nuts
promise you that.
had a Klan meeting last night.
Yeah.
Hey,
What color is RBR's wife?
Last night, dude.
What color is RBR's wife?
she's black.
She's black. Is she? You say she's cute?
Mhm.
Hey RBR, let me.
So I heard.
He doxed all of us tomorrow. He's
Let
gonna
me
dox
school you
all
on
of us
something,
tomorrow.
RBR.
He'll be tagging everybody.
RBR, let me school you on something, man. If you want to see my realness, man, I can show your black wife how much of a hot date I could be. I will fly her out to South Carolina. And she's
Stop it,
teaching
man.
how to do different things. All that fucking and sucking you could thank me for, because I'll teach her how to do it right, man.
You sound like
That's
Mr. T,
fucked up.
nigga.
Huh?
You sound like Mr. T. Come to my place. Hey, like Mr. T told Adrian, you come to my place, I'll show you a real man.
Right.
And
Well,
Rocky
don't
was
think
over
you-
there. You said that shit.
Yeah, I
Rocky
mean,
got
I tell you what,
I tell
Ricky
you what,
Matter.
Brandon, I
You
will
got
fly
mad
her
at
out
me
to South
too,
Carolina.
Ricky.
Huh?
You got mad at me too. Just like RBR is mad at you, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
you
didn't
got
say
I was so
anything.
happy
You
when I
didn't say
saw
anything
you
to me
live
like
one night. I came to your
RBR.
show, and then you cussed me out for no reason. I was like, "What the
You
fuck?"
came in my
got
chat room
blocked.
holding up
We all
on the
cuss
two
each
people
other
that
out,
I fucking hate. So yeah, if you're
all
gonna
did.
stick up for people that I hate in my chat room,
Well, I'm
I'ma
used to
kick
the
you the
thick
fuck
skin
out.
only. Okay, I didn't know you were that
Well, my
sensitive
room
about
ain't
it.
thick
I'm
skin only.
sorry.
It's Ricky Maniswell, the highway. So
Well, excuse me then. Ugh.
Not even fighting. And so Ricky, what triggered you about Queen Maya? What happened? Look at
oh, okay. That was the night I was driving down the road and I was talking shit about Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens, and she's like, "Oh, they're upstanding." Don't tell when you got people that sit back and say and radicalize and rationalize somebody's death. That's not cool with me at all whatsoever. You know, I mean, Ahmaud Arbery did not deserve to die. Ahmaud
I
Arbery
respect
was,
that.
even if he
Let me
was,
ask you a question, Ricky. Let me ask you a question, Ricky.
there is no way I will uphold that shit. No, I don't approve of that now. No, you can't say that you love your people, but at the
How do
same
you feel
time,
about?
Are you gonna unblock her
How
now,
do you
Ricky?
feel about the Haitian
You gonna let her
president
back in the
dying?
house?
I'm not worried about it. If you block
to
me,
tell you the
fine. It's
God's
his
honest
channel.
truth about the Haitian president dying, I've been working since 7 o'clock. Well, it's 2:10 now. I've been working since 7 o'clock yesterday morning. I did a broadcast tonight. I haven't even had a chance to look at the news. The only thing I saw on the news was the damn subway tunnels that got flooded out in New York City, and that was like 2 days old. I've been so freaking busy today. I had to freaking I had
They
like,
assassinated the Haitian president.
yeah,
They
I've
arrested
seen
two
something on it,
Americans.
but I didn't get a chance to look into it though, because when I got finished work today, I started doing my talking points for my broadcast tonight, and then after I got done there, I'm over here at Maurice Delks now. So, I mean, I didn't get a chance to really look into it. I mean, the assassination.
They asked Biden for military help to secure the area so that no violence breaks out. And Biden hasn't even responded any help at all.
Well, see, the thing was, we were in Haiti in the 90s. You remember that?
Yeah. Well, Clinton Foundation did a lot with the Haitian.
Yeah, because I mean, we had I did contract work back in the 90s and early 2000s as well. We were involved in Haiti in the 90s. I had to get so many shots to go down there.
Yeah,
and
because of the hurricane that came through, I think.
No, so it was more going on than that. I can't say the company I work for.
You're talking about the
what? I can't say the company's name on here for disclosure reasons, but yeah, I mean, I was there. I was in not Afghanistan, Iraq.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like Blackwater.
So, I can't say on here, dude, but yeah, I was a contractor. But yeah, so I'm like, then I fucked around and got married and got fat, so they couldn't use me anymore.
You fat bastard.
Yeah, I was
too big a target now.
I was a big boy.
Too big and too slow.
Hey, I ain't mad at you.
Too good a target.
I'm a big boy still.
Yeah, let me see if I got my.
I gained weight back. Shit. I lost 100 pounds, gained 50 bags. Shit. So hey.
What?
In 2 years, though. In 2 years.
Yeah, but he met Kelly and he got domesticated, so that's why he put the weight back on.
Yeah, back home.
He's all comfortable
she look like
now.
She feeds you good too, man. She look like she can cook. Where's she from?
Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, she feeding you good, man. You up there eating fried chicken and biscuits and.
She's a Green Bay Packers fan.
I won't hold that against her.
Right. I'm a Bear, so.
You better become a Green Bay Packers fan too.
Man, fuck that.
My old lady don't watch.
Those are his rivals.
Do not talk about the Packers. I'm gonna kick all you motherfuckers off.
Talking about the Packers is like talking to a NASCAR fan about Dale Earnhardt, man. You don't talk about my Packers.
Who got off the panel, man? What happened?
Whoever that N was.
Who got triggered and leave? Left.
The N. It was an N. I didn't see the name.
Nigga?
Nigga?
Somebody got triggered.
Hey, Maurice, you on TikTok too?
I don't even got a TikTok account.
I got kicked off of that motherfucker today, man.
I don't even know what it is. I keep hearing about TikTok. I don't even
know. You get paid over there?
Overnight there.
You get paid though?
Did I get paid on TikTok?
No. Do you get paid? Like
yeah, and you got
like cash app
I'm about to grift and go over there. Okay.
Get your grift on, man. It's a good place to get your grift on.
Nigga.
Yeah, get your grift on TikTok. I made $1,100 when I was in Washington D.C.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, when I was in Washington D.C. doing my live stream from up there, I made $1,100. I didn't even know that all those gifts was money. Those people were just throwing gifts.
You crazy bastard! Look at the nigga just said. I'm laughing at this shit. Was psycho. Dude, you a fucking fool, psycho. I have to pin that. That shit is funny as fuck. That nigga
but
just.
the fun. But yeah, get over on
Shots
TikTok,
fired.
man. And as a black Trump supporter, boy, you'll make so much money over there. You get so much recognition. Like my account was 3 weeks old on TikTok, and I had 58,000 followers before they banned me today.
You know what? A lot of white conservative grift over us. Shit, fuck that. Let me shut up. I'm done.
So yeah, let me tell you the funny shit about though TikTok, man. I mean, like, if you get over there and you get controversial, man, you'll get the views. And like here on YouTube, you got to work for these views over here. You know what I'm saying? You got to work for the views. You got to figure out the algorithm. You got to figure out how to freaking you know what I'm saying? Like I got to figure out what the hashtag. But over on TikTok, whatever you hashtag, then that'll put you in whatever algorithm it is. Somebody like your shit, they're gonna like share your shit to other people. I mean, man, I was making like my videos, like it was unreal. I wish I could get those numbers on YouTube that I was getting on TikTok. I wish I could get those numbers over here. But see, the thing is,
numbers over here that I got on Facebook. I get big numbers on Facebook, but I don't get it on YouTube.
I don't get big
StreamYard
numbers on
have it where you can
Instagram.
share over there? Does StreamYard have that where you can put that on one of the streams when you go live?
You can't do the StreamYard live on TikTok. It's all on the phone.
Yeah,
and that's another thing about it. It's so addicting.
So it's short videos then.
Yeah, but it's so addicting that you'll fuck around and spend like 3 hours on it all day long and not even think about it.
Yeah, but
like,
can you upload videos?
Yeah, sure. Say what?
Can you upload videos?
You can upload up to 3 minutes.
There you go, Mo.
But the crazy part about this shit, though, man, like I sat on the toilet the other morning, reading through my comment section. Like I could put a comment on. I could do a video at lunchtime, right, and then come back probably when my lunch is over with, and I probably already got about 230,000 comments on it.
Good Lord.
Yeah, people are just coming in, and then you see your follower count just keep going up. So when you go live, but see, here's the bad part is there's so many fucking liberals over there that only thing they got to do is hit the report button and your live goes down. So you could be on there making good money if somebody get offended and report, huh?
Mo won't last long over there. He'll trigger somebody in a heartbeat. Mo triggers himself sometimes.
You know, a libtard like
Mo triggers
RBR.
himself sometimes.
Yeah, a libtard like RBR can just hit the report button and your channel will go down. He can get jealous of the money you're making. He'll see that you're making all this money, and then all of a sudden he hit the report button, and then he can cut your money off.
Can you appeal it?
They don't give a damn about it.
Bricks. You hear that, Bricks? I mean, Darren Bricks.
Yeah, you can
Bricks
appeal.
Radio Network, Bricks.
Yeah, you can appeal all you want, but I mean, they only thing RBR got to do is like get some of his fan base, and if you get 5 of them report you at the same time, they'll take the videos down for like 24 hours. And then if they have your account removed, let's say if you got $500 in your bank, then TikTok keeps your bank.
Hey, shout out to Ted.
So they have financial interest.
Because he named them Bricks.
Real Bricks Radio.
Real Bricks Radio.
What is it? Psycho says I hate mobile websites like TikTok, Instagram is too limited for my taste. You're right, because you can't do like you can't go over 3 minutes. So if you can't say what you want to say in 3 minutes, then you're fucked. Yeah, so if you can't say what you want to say in 3 minutes, you're fucked on TikTok. But you can do live streams, but you cannot. You can record your live streams and upload them to YouTube. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's just so shaky over there. Like, only thing somebody got to do is just report your video, and they'll take it down. And you can try to appeal it; they don't give a shit. That shit's ran out of Beijing, China.
Something like with TikTok, you could just do like trailers to your YouTube channel.
Say what?
Yeah, like on your TikTok, I think though it's best to use TikTok as a trailer to your live stream or to your YouTube channel.
I didn't hear him. Can y'all hear us, Big J?
I'm going.
I heard him.
Mic. I'm going to give me a new mic. Then let me switch over to my other mic. I'll be
right
back. Hold on, give me a minute.
Yeah, get a new mic, goddammit.
He was saying to use TikTok as a trailer to get people to go to your YouTube channel.
They won't leave TikTok because TikTok is that addictive. Like, I had 1.5 million followers over there.
That's how it is with Facebook too. With some people, ask Mo. People saying, "Oh, where are you at?" He's on almost every night over here, but they don't come.
My producer actually followed me over from TikTok to here, and she's the one who built my website and actually set me up with some stuff. I met her on TikTok. I
want Mo to get a system like that, like you got. Where you can go on the computer and do continue to go live like you do the trenches.
Oh yeah, in the trenches.
I told Mo he needs to get a setup like that.
Yeah, my producer set me up good, man. I mean, she's been the best thing since I've been broadcasting. So
because that's a smart thing, because you take it off YouTube, and you don't have to worry about getting in trouble with what you say because you're on your own website.
So you know how hard in the paint I go in the trenches, then, huh?
Yeah, because I come over there. You know that.
Oh yeah, I kick ass.
But even then, it's limited because like you'll have 20-something people in your chat room on YouTube, and then you go to the trenches and you get like 5. You know, not all those people still, they don't come. They're like you say, they're loyal to YouTube or Facebook or TikTok.
Now, I do have people that don't watch, you know, that don't come into the trenches, but they watch my videos afterwards. Like yesterday, my website, the ticker on it counted over 5,000 people between noon and midnight. So that means some people was over there either watching the videos, reading my news stories. We do, you know, it's a community over there. But the crazy part is,
you can upload. Anybody can upload videos over there, right? You said.
Yeah, you can upload short videos.
It's called MR News Network.
Yeah, mrnewsnetwork.com.
But I was comparing the chat room because we were over there, and then we went to the trenches, and I noticed not all of them came. You know.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to get my chat room to where it looks like us, you know, like what we're doing here on YouTube. And so if I can get my chat room to look like that and go in the same, you know, motion, then I feel that I could get more people there, because a lot of my people, like one of my loyal fans is a truck driver, and he says he listens to my videos while he's, you know, driving down the road. And he's like, he loves it when I do those 2-hour broadcasts, because he says that, you know, he don't have to like keep switching the videos or whatnot. But yeah, so I mean, the cool thing about that is like my producer went to the what race track is that in Virginia? Not Virginia, Tennessee, the short track up there. But she gave out a shit ton of flyers, so we done made some flyers. Bristol, yes. Before the summer's over with, I'm thinking like the weekend of August the 7th, we're going to rent an RV and put some wrap on that RV, and we're going to drive around Atlanta. We're going to drive around Charlotte, and, you know, have the MR News Network set up on it, you know, have my picture and whatnot. So that way people will come to the website. We got to do this the old school way, because we can't depend on big tech if we carving our own paths. You know, especially like when you're looking at sites like TikTok, these people are sitting around talking about, it's not fair. They keep banning me. It's not fair. Don't quit bitching about it. Get on it. You know what I'm saying? Do something.
So your internet provider, they won't mess with you no matter what you have.
They won't
on your
mess with
page.
us. We're paid up. We paid up for the year. Now, when I had the 1.5 million followers, she did upgrade, because on TikTok I had 1.5 million followers, and the same day they shut down my TikTok, they sent bots over to my website and what they call it, DDoSed it. So we upgraded the security on that, so that way we don't get knocked offline again. Because people were, you know, I had 1.5 million people asking, where's Ricky Manor? And they knew that I had the website, but the website was gone too. Then we come to find out that George Soros, it was one of George Soros' shell companies that sent all those bots over there. So yeah, I done pissed off somebody up top. But I'm all good with that though. That's the reason I got remote starts on my vehicles. So if I, you know, go to remote control start my car and it blows up in my driveway, then, you know, yay for me. It's insured.
Hey, thank you, Queen, for the super chat. Appreciate you, sister. Love you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting.
She be Mo, you over here grifting off Queen, man. You grifter.
No.
You grifter.
Hey, likewise.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you something. When PragerU came to me and asked me to put my platform on, you know, use this platform, it wasn't Dennis Prager himself. I can't stand him, but I actually thought about that for 2 days.
Hey,
I thought about it.
This ain't about Look, this ain't about no money with me, Queen. So hey, no, I go there. All right.
I thought about it, man. I'm sitting up here like, man, you mean to tell me I could freaking, you know, not work as hard as I do now? I could put this company down, but then, you know, I got to thinking, I do this. What about my reputation, dude? What, you know, what happens when that falls? When all of this patriotism falls? Because it's going to more, you know, more later than sooner. But what happens when it does? If the only thing they got me talking about is black and white, I want to be like, you know, if you're going to put me somewhere, let me be like Rush Limbaugh. Give me a plethora of subjects to talk about, not just racism and anti-racism and all this other shit. Give me more to speak on, you know. I thought about it, and I could be a coon if I wanted to be, but I was like, no. I'm looking at the long term thing here. What good will I be 5-10 years from now? Look at Brandon Tatum. 10 years from now, where do you think he's going to be? Nowhere.
Nowhere. No, I think Brandon Tatum's going to be
irrelevant.
Irrelevant at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
If let's say a Republican wins in 2024, he's not going to be on TV. Him and Candace not going to be on TV. They will be somewhere off. Nobody going to care. They're going to be pushed off the stage by somebody else. And like the only reason why Brandon Tatum and Candace Owens is there is because because of Trump, or because Trump was very controversial, and him being controversial, they attached themselves to that content. So without Trump being around, they'll fade away. Is what I'm gonna say.
And what about what happens when we get another boring conservative in the office, like another George Bush, where it's not too much controversy? It's just is what it is.
They will cease to exist. They will cease to exist because I'm actually counting on a Republican to win in 2024. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Kamala Harris is very unpopular within the Democratic Party, and nobody. And they already just having a problem with Kamala Harris. They already have problems within her staff in the White House already. There's already problems between her and Biden right now. So she won't. She might lose. There's a guarantee she will lose in 2024.
That's because Jill Biden doesn't like her.
Nobody likes.
Thank you, Queen.
Nobody likes her. Nobody likes Kamala Harris. No one.
She didn't even. I mean, Joe Biden. I believe the only reason she got chosen for that job was one, he could easily snow black people and say, "I got you a black woman," but she didn't even run as a black woman. She ran as an Asian.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She ran as an Asian and said she had no interest in the black community. And I talked about this in my broadcast earlier tonight. I actually unfriended family and friends on my social media because I was just that fucking pissed off at their stupidity. They're talking about black girl magic and sister girl this and sister girl that, and I just came out and said it.
And how many black men did she lock up for smoking weed in California?
Right. And if you're that type that if you got a black woman that says I support Kamala Harris, then you need to run like hell. You need to run like hell because she hates black men.
That's why I became a fan of Tulsi Gabbard. Became a fan of Tulsi when she
kicked
from Hawaii her ass up and down that debate stage.
She tore both of them a new one. Tulsi should have been there.
Say what?
Tulsi should have been the president if they was going to try to replace Trump. Tulsi Gabbard, boy, I would eat her
president. I no vice president. She's the president right now. She should be the president now.
Yep. Hillary came out and said that she was a Russia asset, like she did.
Right.
She did that to Tulsi. She said that. Hillary.
Right.
But see, the crazy part about you got to think. Look at what Kamala Harris had on Biden. I mean, she actually told him that I believe your accusers, and I'm like, what? And you turned around and chose her to be your VP?
That was just to win the election, like you said a few minutes ago.
But I mean, yeah. So I mean, as black men that are on the left, or black man on the left, I don't know about you, my man, but Big J, what did you think about when that happened? I mean, as a Democrat, what did you think?
Let me say this. I was so fucking pissed off. I was so pissed off, but I was like, man, should I vote or should I vote for Spike for Spike? For Spike, what's his name? Ran as a libertarian. I thought about, man, fuck it, man. I don't want to go into more. That.
Now, here's the thing, though, and this is the part
that really hurt me. That bullshit.
Like
it was like black. It was. I'm gonna say it like this: the bodies of black men, the politics of a dead black man, is one of the strangest thing ever. So you see all these black men getting shot all this, and then you got Kamala Harris. She's picked on the basis of the politics of dead black men when her own policies helped make black men get killed in the streets.
I gotta have you on my show one day, man.
Huh?
I gotta have you on my show one day.
Yeah, the over policing, the over, going after the drug war.
Yeah, she did a number on brothers in California.
Yep.
And that's why though I talked to Spike Cohen. I mean, I don't know if you know who Spike Cohen is. He ran for vice president under the Libertarian ticket, and I did an interview with the Libertarian candidate who's running for senator out of Pennsylvania. You just check that interview out. It's on my channel. I did that like last week or so, 2 weeks ago. But yeah,
Let me ask you this, because there's so many people thinking that they got okay. So on my side of the aisle, there's a lot of white folks that saying black people are stupid because they voted for a black woman that hates black men. And I myself thought that because I was about to turn into Candace Owens, especially on freaking election day, or or they call it installing day. I was mad at black people. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, these goofy motherfuckers. And it was mainly women talking about this means my daughter could grow up and be anything she want to be. Yeah, white. Yeah, white. White. White man. Hate black people. This is what you want your daughter to be as a black woman. But it validated one of my points, though, the cultural divide, and this we shouldn't be worried about what the difference between black and white is, black people and white people. We should be looking at that gap between the black man and the black woman, because if a black woman will sit there and say black girl magic, my sister girl, this, that, and the third, and she did all this to black men, these black women that voted for Kamala Harris do not have your back. They're dangerous.
And a lot of them don't even like our black ass.
They don't. I don't.
That's just facts.
I mean,
same thing with white liberal women.
Oh, white liberal.
They got a lot of them don't like y'all.
They don't like y'all. The only way they will like y'all is if he was like bisexual, or you know what I'm saying. You got to have something going on. But see, the thing is with these white liberal women, they'll fuck a black man.
Oh yes. We still do have plenty of them. Thank God.
Yeah, they'll fuck a black man. And
they know how to suck a dick. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I dated interracially, and they're different.
They know how to suck a dick. Shit, almost married one of them. God damn it.
And see, that's the thing, though. You dealing with when these black women talk about black girl magic, sister girl magic. I'm like, do y'all not see what this woman done to black men? Y'all say that y'all out here, y'all had the black man's back, but y'all voted for a woman, and y'all supporting a woman that don't give a shit about black men. And then y'all, and let's keep it real, because I mean, I never come to bat for Candace Owens. I came to bat for Candace Owens 2 times, and this was the one time I did. Y'all calling Candace Owens a coon, a sellout, saying a grifter, but Kamala Harris, because Candace Owens may have hurt your feelings, but Kamala Harris had hurt black people. Now, which one would you have to choose? And they both married to white men. Kamala Harris don't have any black kids. She's not even, all the way black. She sat there and lied about celebrating Kwanzaa, like this was a family tradition. And I'm sitting up here like, and these Biden supporters, because you got to be goofy like RBR to actually still eat the shit out of her ass after that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be that goofy. RBR is a very goofy man. Like, seriously, like if we were at a bar somewhere, I'd probably just haul off and hit him and knock him the fuck out and run to my car before the cops. That he's a goofy man. I mean, for real, he'd be the type to sit around and be like, well, I still love Kamala Harris, even though she locked up black men and blah, 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 but you got to think she had a job to do. Like, he's one of those goofy ass niggas. Like, for real. Now, people hear me talk about black folks, they'll be like, damn, Ricky Manners a sellout of Coon and Uncle Tom. No, goofy ass motherfuckers like RBR, I cannot stand. I would hand deliver him to the Klan.
Yeah, where you from, if you don't mind me asking, Rick?
South Carolina.
All right, I'm from New Orleans. What about you?
Okay, that's cool, man. I love New Orleans, man. Shit, what's my man name down there? Rockin' Doopsie Jr. That's
Oh yeah. Well, that man, I remember when he was a kid, man.
Yeah, I fucks with him hard, man. He's so badass he don't have to leave Louisiana. Him and Keith Frank.
But that's a good family there, man.
Yes, after what is it, Hurricane Katrina, all the Zydeco left New Orleans though, man. I was like, damn. Like I came back.
They knew how to peel back to the bayou, you know. I mean, you know, they still know how to go back home, you know.
Yeah, but I missed the Zydeco on Bourbon Street, man. I mean,
nothing out there right now, man. New Orleans just now opening back up, and you just now getting that live entertainment, you know. You just since COVID-19, so they're just starting to get that going. Yeah,
I love Dookie Chase, man. Oh gosh, I love that place.
Yeah. But still everything's still going, but it's a slow roll. You know, everything here is predicated off of tourism. So now, right? So you know, we still don't have Carnival Cruise Lines, and the airlines are just now picking up, and we haven't had any major events. You know, so I think it'll pick up a little more during football season to kick in, and we open up the city a little more.
Yes. So you probably know that white liberal that I was like bickering with down there. She's a popular white liberal broadcaster by the name of Rubia Garcia.
No, I'm kind of new to the whole broadcast thing. I'm chiming in.
Ruby. Oh, I love Ruby Garcia. I do. I'm sorry. I love Ruby.
She shut down China Fox. She shut down China Fox. Let me shut up.
I like it, man. When she went toe to toe with Cynthia G, and I like it when she went toe to toe.
No, it was China Fox.
With China.
That was China Fox.
With China Fox. Yeah, when she went toe to toe against China Fox, oh my gosh, she was fucking hero. I want to marry her after that shit.
I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about Rubia Garcia is that she uses our people, man. She's a grifter. She's supported Biden. She was up in Washington D.C. when we were up there too.
They do, trust me.
Yeah, she was up in Washington D.C. She was standing over there with Black Lives Matter, and we got to shout at each other through the bullhorns because she was telling me she was talking shit to me, and I got up there on my bullhorn and I stood up. I was like, why every time I try to talk to my people, some bullshit white ass liberal treats my people like they're pets?
Ruby Garcia.
That's a good way to put it.
I said, yeah, I know you're fine and all, and each of them want to fuck you, but you need to tell them the truth that you're not interested in any of them, and they'll probably leave you right now.
Yep.
I thought the Ruby was married because I saw her with that big dark skinned nigga which she was with.
No, she wasn't married to him. She's hooked up with when she was in DC. She was with a Hispanic guy. He looked white.
Yep. She don't like him
because he looked like he wanted to buck, and she's looking at him like, "What you gonna let this man talk to me this way?" And I was like, "Come on over here, meet me and my boys real quick, my PBs. Come on over here. We'll send them back broken because they was on the other side. They were in Black Lives Matter Square. We was on K Street near the White House, and we sitting there shouting at each other on the bullhorn, and she's sitting there talking trash. And then the funny part was he didn't do anything. It was a freaking mob of black people after they got pissed off at me, started throwing water bottles at us. Then the cops intervened because of the people that was with me was like, screw this.
Hey, Ricky. Hey, Ricky. So you know who China Fox is, right?
Oh, yeah, I know who China Fox is.
No. This bitch, I'm going to say this. She got a restraining order on me, which it have never been issued to me. She lied and said she had restraint on me. Come on now, Ricky. If a motherfucker got a restraining order on you, wouldn't it be issued to your door?
It'll be issued to your door. It will have to be carried out by the police department or
constable. And it never has. You'd have to be served. She lied on YouTube. This bitch lied.
Did you see? Okay, when she went toe to toe with China, or when she went toe to toe with Rubia, I think China won that one because Rubia left YouTube and went to Facebook. But what did you do to her?
I can't say that. I have to back.
China made a video about me first, and I made one about a second. Then she said I stalked her. She got a restraining order on me, and she lied. It never came to me. That restraining order never came to me. And she had people threaten me. They came to my fucking house. The bitch came to me. She had people come to my house.
Now Rubio never done nothing that deep to me, but
right, China did that shit to me. That's why my sister's sitting on whoop her ass when they see her. She lives in Chicago. I swear to God, China getting her ass whipped when my sister see her.
Wow.
She's a bitch. She's a lying bitch. Lied about a restraining order.
The reason why China Fox doing that shit is get all them dumb horny ass pro black niggas.
Nobody wants that fat bitch.
Well, that's the same reason Rubio Garcia does what she do to get them horny ass beta male dudes.
Yeah.
Queen.
RBR triggered by the chat room.
We got to protect our queen. Yeah, demo niggas. They ain't no simp like a pro black simp.
Well, look at the simps. Look at Rubio.
I want to ask China Fox, where's my restraining? Where's the restraining order at that she lied about? I want to know. It never came to me. Then she deleted the video. She deleted the video that she said she had restraining on. Actually, I saved one of them. So, bitch, try me.
Hey, Kev.
Yes, sir.
Do you know who Rubio Garcia is? She lived down your way in New Orleans.
No, I don't know what it is. I'm listening, but I'm kind of new to the YouTube thing. So
she's a white girl.
She shut down China. So Ruby, I like Ruby. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, she got blonde hair, blue eyes. She's a Biden supporter.
I like Ruby.
Even though she's a Biden supporter,
I haven't really got it. I like to talk to her on that.
Oh, she's a Biden supporter. She's a Harris supporter.
Yeah, see, yeah.
How you gonna say Black Lives Matter and then have all these dumb niggas in her room talking about my white bae? And I'm like, so all it takes is a fucking. If this bitch told these dumb niggas to jump off a bridge, they would.
Well, this is the thing. My personal thing, and I don't know y'all political views and stuff like that. Yeah, I listen to Reese, but I'm not a fan of Black Lives Matter. Never do. I just thought those women was on a hustle from day one.
Yeah, they were.
I know what a hustle looked like. I just call them Miss Fox. I just call them Miss. I refer to them as like Miss Cleo back in the days. That used to be on TV.
Oh yeah,
that was Black Lives Matter to me because I remember when those girls were just straight Marxists, and then and I remember whatever their lifestyle, alternative lifestyle they were living, but they wasn't about black people. There was they just start chasing down. They just start protesting. They got funded. Then they start going after every dead black guy and they start gaining steam. That wasn't what they was about. And over time, they got bigger and they just had a catchy name. And that's all I thought of them. So it didn't surprise me that now you probably won't hear from them again. They made their money and gone.
Yeah, and of course they did that when what was that whole thing? When old girl bought that property out there in Topanga Canyon, California, I was like, wait a minute.
Bought 4 properties, but and then some people that took that very seriously, like the New York chapter and stuff like that, they wasn't getting their money. She had to interview and say, "Well, we're not a charitable, we're not a charitable company. It's just not a nonprofit."
Right.
So you really just gave them money. That's
right.
all. That's all you did. They say this is not a nonprofit thing, so we don't have to get nobody shit.
Now, the real estate in California, Topanga Canyon, $1 million ain't shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So somebody cut her a deal to live out there.
Right. And she had 4 homes. She brought 4 homes. And her reasoning was it's for her family. It's for, so her family can have a say. I'm like, man, just go ahead on and say you made your money. That's it. You won't see them anymore. They pretty much done.
My thing is this though. Sasha Johnson, who was part of Black Lives Matter case, she was shot in the head, right? I hadn't heard a peep out of the Black Lives Matter in the United States about Sasha Johnson. Not even peep. And I've been following the Sasha Johnson attempted murder. You ain't hear fucking peep. Nor I hear peep about all those dead black men in who were leaders within the local chapter of the Black Lives Matter. Some of them would end up dead up in the alleys and shit. You don't hear the leadership talk about them either here in the United States.
Well, they
And
wouldn't
you
about
didn't hear, and you didn't hear a word when that Asian guy shot that 5-year-old boy up in Michigan.
Nope. Yep, that happened right after the attack on the Asians, but we sure passed that bill real quick. But yep, you ain't hear shit about that.
And you know what I was pissed off about? You know, when they passed that Asian hate crime bill, the same dumb Negroes that was with Black Lives Matter was talking about we got to help our Asian brothers and sisters. You help somebody when you in a position to help.
Right.
Only thing you done was got fucking
help
Trump
yourself
out of
first.
the office.
We got to help ourselves first.
Right.
We got.
And I'm sitting here like, what the hell is going on here? What are y'all talking about helping our Asian brothers and sisters? They don't like you.
No,
and they're living better than the white man. And you mean to tell me that if you and I was to sit here and contemplate hurting an Asian person online, the feds can bang down our doors? Where's that kind of help for us? Because you got skinheads and all these other people out here talking about hurting us as we speak
daily.
So where's that protection for us? I would love it if somebody called me a nigga online and I could be like, I'm pressing charges.
Yeah,
or if somebody called me a nigga, I could say that's a hate crime.
Oh yeah. And they actually get arrested and charged as a hate crime. That would be lovely.
Yeah, like you would if you were the call an Asian out of their name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can arrest you and say that's a hate crime and then give you 3 years. Let that be us. That would be wonderful. I'd be walking around town just like these damn people celebrating the George Floyd statue. What you say? I'd be cutting people off in traffic. You gonna say something? Go ahead and say it. Say it. But you know, that's the problem. The reason they didn't do that, because we have a bunch of the dumb one of us that will abuse the system. You see what I'm saying? They'll walk around and pick fights with white people.
Right. I tell you what, man. Look, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, a sister, black sister, and the kind of HBCU girl, right? You know,
one of them.
Yeah, right. But all up on Kamala Harris' ass. You know, I'm like, I said, listen, this is what I don't understand. You know, I said, referring to them, the black women, y'all pushing all of this shit with the Democrats and absolutely nothing for yourself. How y'all literally just open up the bandwagon for everybody? Y'all had the biggest voices to open the door for all the dumb shit that Democrats want, and we still ain't gonna get shit left. You know, they like with the Kamala Harris shit. Kamala Harris don't like your ass. She took her minority status and got to go to college, you know, at an HBCU school. I live around Xavier University. Damn near a quarter of the school ain't black, but they'll use the status. And I say, so, and I'm like, so how y'all, she don't even claim that to be like that. But they're so gung-ho about someone with a tint of shade on their skin, and they just buy in hook, line, and sinker. And I really say, man, that's not good. You know, you're dealing with the lesser of two evils, but y'all taking that shit to the head like it's some major black woman movement, you know, and with black girl power shit, which I just think is just bullshit in the long run.
And see, that's the crazy part about this whole damn thing. Like when I was talking about Candace Owens, I was like, Kamala Harris and Candace Owens, you know, this is what goes back to colorism. This is what I think it is, colorism. Right. Dark-skinned sister doing the same thing Kamala's doing. Exactly. Doing the same thing Kamala's doing, and y'all calling her coons and Uncle Toms.
Right.
But Kamala can sit here and tell you, yeah, she locked up all these black people. Tulsi Gabbard called her out on stage, and she didn't even have a comeback for it. And these sisters are eating the shit out of her ass. This is, I mean, people ask me this question all the time. They was like, well, how did you end up with a white woman? You know, he had to end up. I was looking for a black woman when I was on the dating market. You know what I'm saying? I was getting ready to fold my app up that one day. My wife, you know, chimes in and says, Well, too bad you're looking for a black woman because you're attractive, and you might find something that you like with me. Whatever, at least can we be friends? So we went out on a date, and one thing led to another. 7 years later, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
The black women.
You get a lot of shit with your flag. That's a dumbass question.
Oh, I get a whole lot of shit. But
hey, Uber guy.
The three, what is it? There's three things that I look for. You know what I'm saying, when I date a woman.
Mm-hmm.
If they watch Tyler Perry movies, that's a red flag. That's a turnoff.
Amen. Amen.
If they're Tyler Perry movies, they listen to Mary J. Blige, and if they don't know, if they can, can't sing worth of shit, but can belt out notes like they're singing the Star Spangled Banner when one of those Mary J. Blige songs come on, it's a no-go. That means they're damaged. They're no good. You got to leave them alone. You got to leave them where you found them.
Now, and also Desperate Housewives. If you watch that shit,
right?
I can't. Yeah.
And if they use the term "no more drama," I don't get into drama. That means they're drama.
What's up, Uber guy? I ain't seen you in a minute. Uber guy in the house.
What's up, Uber guy?
Yeah,
but I tell people,
Psychopathia.
What's going on?
What's up, Psychopathia? But
what's going on?
Chilling. But I'm the type that I'm looking. Well, here's the thing. I'm 45 years old, but when I met my wife, I was 37. So at 38 years old, I'm too old at that moment in time to have to deal with a fucking headache just to bust a nut. Only thing us men really want, there's three things we want: food, sex, and sleep. We want to be able to bust a nut and have the least headache with being with the person that we're busting a nut with. Right. And a lot of these sisters nowadays, they're so full of venom towards black men that it is unreal.
Yeah, which is why I'm 50, so I'm right there. I'm 50, so I'm right there. A peace of mind is all a nigga really want at the end of the day,
Right.
Peace of mind, least resistance. Don't need no new challenges.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I get in real quick?
We good.
Can I get in real quick? Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll leave my mic.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Big J, what did he mean when he said there's no simp like a pro-black simp? Explain what's the difference. How are pro-black simps worse than non-pro-black simps? I would love to hear this.
Okay. Well, the verbiage. Like when we have a woman popping off, you hear these guys talking about sister. Well, if she popping off at you, cussing your ass out, and saying some shit out of pocket, why y'all still I ain't talking about you. Then why do these simps keep calling this woman a sister when she ain't talk to you as if though she's respecting her brother though? That's why I'm looking at it.
Okay, well, all right. So, what about dudes in the manosphere that beg people like Cynthia G and Chrissy and Paris Milan and these silly birds? What about they begging them for their validation? They calling in Cynthia G's show every time she going live, trying to show them that they're not like the other black men. They're good quality black men. That's not simpery at its highest degree. I mean, nobody talks more shit about black men than her. But they'll call in her show trying to validate themselves, and these ain't pro-black dudes. These are a bunch of manosphere dudes doing this.
Well. As for I said, fuck the black manosphere. I've been saying that shit for the longest. There are simps. There's simps too. They're actually undercover simps because that's all they talk about. Cynthia said this. China Fox said this. Goddamn black womansphere. And
China.
Shout out to my homegirl black womansphere. She's one of my friends. Oh, black womansphere said this and goddamn who's the other one? What is that bald headed one that keep on talking all that bullshit?
Cynthia?
Ain't Cynthia. What's the other one? With like the blonde hair. He had that blonde hair. What's her name?
You talk about that Tiny TKO chick?
Tiny TKO.
Yeah.
I like Tiny TKO, and I like what Herbal Assassin said, and I like what old girl I've got the other one. Miss Archduchess says. I like what goddamn okay, but my thing is, why are you worried about worry about these women. They don't like your black ass. Stop trying to come at them. Act like though you're trying to prove something to them. And I'm gonna say something too. I'm the only dude that can talk to these so-called man haters. And the thing is,
better than me because I don't talk to them.
The problem is, all these men, they want pussy from them. I don't want pussy from these women. I don't want pussy from them. I just have a conversation with them.
I don't even want to have a conversation with them. It's pointless.
But I can. But niggas don't know how to have a conversation. They just talking about, well, I got a big dick and you got hair weave.
But my thing is, why do people want to have? My thing is, why do people want to have a conversation with these people? Like I don't sit up here break my neck trying to talk to a bunch of racist white people. They don't like me. I don't give a fuck. I ain't too crazy about you either. You stay your ass over there. I stay my ass over here. I feel the same way about those birds. They don't like me. They make it very publicly clear they don't like black men. They talk about divesting all the time, going chasing pink dick. So why am I going to even waste my time talking to them? Why
Can somebody tell me about the divest movement?
Let me say something. A lot of those divesting women, they like black dick.
Yeah.
Don't even let
that might be true.
Fool you.
That might be true, but I'm not willing to find out. I'm not trying to weed out the ones who's playing and who's not. I'm not trying to even waste my time with that.
I have been flirting with a lot of them, dude, behind the scenes, and I got myself in, well, we ain't gonna go into that. The thing is though, they like black men. They don't like the black men that does the dumb shit that you see on YouTube all the goddamn time. Complain about hair weave, talking about women all, you talk about black women all day. They're tired of hearing that shit, and I don't blame them. I'm tired of hearing it too. Oh, black men, they need to submit.
If they tired of hearing it, then they need to stop listening to that shit. Just like your boy said, Uber guy.
Right.
Yeah. Why are you listening to that bullshit?
But here's the thing: they go on other people's platforms. Like I remember that one time that bitch ass nigga named Game Changer came on my live stream, and me and Black Womansphere were having a conversation. He talking about y'all need to submit, nigga, like nobody. Who? Nobody. You ain't this woman's husband. She got a husband. So stop trying to make demands on women on YouTube to submit. You're a punk ass niggas. Y'all some snip ass niggas. If you trying to tell women to submit, they don't know you. You on YouTube. You got a fucking avatar, just like I have an avatar. And I'm gonna say right there. You see where it said Big J, Triple X, Real Truth? A Swirler created that fucking shit for me, and I dated her ass. But here's the thing: we ain't gonna go there. But the problem is, y'all got a lot of these niggas on YouTube really need to stop with that gender war bullshit. Let me tell you about that CJ King shit. When CJ King got on Instagram talking about I'm the prize. Well, nigga, you got a law school. All you talk about on your Instagram is I'm the prize to get with a black woman. I got a prize and black women still won't get me. Nigga, how about you use your law degree to help black men out of jail? Do that first then. Is that worse?
Wow. And look, Big J, I had that conversation. I was talking to a brother. I had a brother that did 23 years and, under that Biden, under the Biden-Clinton laws. All right. So, and I had to talk to him. He'd been through Angola and everything there in state of Louisiana, right? Been out about 3 years. So I asked, and on the outside looking in, I always had an issue with these pro-black motherfuckers who always talk about they'll use the prison system and all that. But when you look at it, the people that try to get some of those like wrongfully convicted felons out of jail are all white. I said, all this fucking education, we got all these black groups, but nobody, you got the pro bono group and all these other groups, you don't have no black group that go down there and actually try to fight for those dudes that they know were wrongfully convicted.
How is that pro-black people fault though?
I want to add to that.
How is that pro-black people fault?
I just don't understand if you in that movement.
Here's another thing I'm gonna add.
Because just because they're a lawyer don't mean they pro-black. But go ahead.
Right, true that. I'm talking about
pro money.
that like to ride off the coattail of black men and imprisonment. Now, because you look at most of your politicians, they're just fucking lawyers. So that's why I always had to challenge. Okay, well, you're a lawyer, but you're pro-black, but you're not doing shit to help them. You're just trying to get elected. It's kind of what I'm saying. You're just trying to get elected. You ain't active in shit.
Here's my question. How could somebody be pro-black and follow, what's that chick name we were just talking about, Rubia Garcia? There was a lot of pro-black simps up there in D.C., but they called her White Bae. Them motherfuckers was chucking water bottles at me for me calling her a bitch.
I don't agree with that. So I don't know. I don't agree with
I'll
that.
fuck the shit out of goddamn Ruby Garcia.
I would, but I wouldn't sit there and chuck damn water bottles at another man for it. I mean, shit, dude. Like, you know, and she got those people hyped up, and she got a rich daddy that's a lawyer. And fucking while those people that was chucking water bottles at us got arrested, she got locked up too, but she got released within hours. What about those black men she led into that ambush?
No shit.
And I called her out on that shit on TikTok. No, on what is it? On freaking on one of my Twitter accounts. And that Twitter account got banned as soon as I asked her that. What did you do about those white boys or those boys that, you know, those black dudes up in DC that got locked up with you? Your daddy got you out of jail within 2 hours, but them motherfuckers was still there Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
This was Saturday night. So you know you have some political clout to get out of jail on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done streams about her. I've done streams about her before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said some things I didn't agree with. And she was feeling herself a little too much, got a little too comfortable because, like you were saying, a bunch of black people was accepting her, and she said some things I felt that she was stepping out of bounds. So I made a stream addressing it.
Well, I did that too, and they took my video down for what is it, bullying and cyber. What is it? My YouTube channel had got shut down for a week for bullying and cyberbullying and harassment. When I called her out on her shit, and I showed the video in DC of these damn dudes throwing water bottles at us, you know, and it was me, Topher Town Music, and Craig Long, 45. Which they're like big black names in the, you know, they're big names in the black, you know, as black conservatives. And I'm sitting here like, how in the hell is, you know, did this woman get out of jail in 2 hours? 3 of the Proud Boys went to jail, and a lot of those Black Lives Matter guys went to jail. All of them was sitting in jail up until fucking Monday morning. They were locked up with, you know, the Proud Boys that I was in touch with was in jail with these people.
She has the clout. Well, hold on. Let's all be real, y'all. She's a blonde-headed, blue-eyed, Caucasian female who is very attractive.
Use that privilege.
Yeah, and she got that privilege to do it. She got the beauty,
pretty privilege and white privilege. They go use it.
Right. So she got all the checks, you know, to her advantage. She used all that to her advantage to get out.
She ran all these people. She ran these people into an ambush, got paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Got out of jail and didn't do shit for those niggas that damn was chucking water bottles at us.
She had the influence to do it. Get out.
She's paid by somebody big. She's paid by somebody big, and the fucked up part is I don't understand why black people. I mean, these niggas was ready to kill me for that shit. Like, are you serious? How would you do that? I mean, make it make sense to me. I mean, how could you follow somebody that's that comfortable around black people to the point where you're ready to attack another black person because they disagree with her stance?
Yeah, but you call her a bitch though. But isn't that supposed to be? I mean, you call her if a man call a woman a bitch. I'm looking at that. I mean, I know maybe it's my southern upbringing, but I'm not down with that shit.
Well, he's southern. I mean, was she acting like a bitch?
She was acting like a bitch, and that's what I said. Why every time? These were my exact words. I picked up the bullhorn and said, "Why every time I try to talk to my people, because I was talking to the black people in that crowd. I wasn't talking to her, and I even made that clear. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my brothers over here."
Okay.
And she still started screaming. I said, why every time I pick up this microphone to talk to my people, there's this white liberal bitch that's acting like a fucking master to her fucking trained attack dogs. my people are not trained to attack dogs. And she says, oh yeah, and then they started chucking water about it.
I wouldn't have no. Wait a minute. Now though, I have to question you though, because what she on the bullhorn insulting you though?
So what?
Then what she was on the bullhorn insulting you before you did all that.
Yeah, I was talking to these black people over there because we had that barricade
kept
between
trying
us.
to interrupt him. Kept trying to interrupt him. Well, yeah, she was being rude. That's why he called her a bitch. She was acting like a bitch. It is what it is.
These motherfuckers was there sitting here ready to fucking kill my ass over this.
Trying to drown them out, probably.
It's called protest. What do you think was going to happen? 405? The protest.
Yeah, but at the same time, if we're sitting at a protest, so let's just say, for instance, you're on the opposite side, and I approach you from black man to black man, right? You got to listen to what I have to say, and then especially if you get ready to pick up the bullhorn, she snatches it from you and starts screaming at me.
Okay, now if she snatched something from you, now do I understand? Now I understand.
We have an open dialogue, right? And then you get ready to talk back to me, and we're friendly now. You know what I'm saying? We're not beefing. It was like I had on my MAGA gear, they had on their BLM gear, and I'm sitting up here just being friendly, like, hey, dude, let's talk black man to black man. I said, if you want me to, I took my MAGA hat off, I put it on the ground. I said, you keep your Black Lives Matter shirt on. I don't even want to see what you look like under that shirt. Let's just talk. And we sitting there just having an open conversation. Then she gets up there and grabs the bullhorn and just starts, hurling insults. Sell out, blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, that'll piss you off. For some reason, they do not want two sides to talk to each other because we got too much in common.
Right. So
that's a purpose to get in there. Right.
Yeah, what was it her place to get involved in this? Because the only thing she was doing up there was grifting.
Especially with just two men talking. Better yet, two black men talking. Just two men talking.
And she escalated that situation because when I called her that, she was like, what? And then her husband it was a boyfriend at the time. It was the new boyfriend. He didn't do anything. He was a Hispanic guy, but he looked white. And he was just sitting there like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? Which I'm a big dude, you know what I'm saying? So he was just like, I ain't going over there. And that's when those dudes started throwing water bottles at us. And the funny part was a big old scuffle broke down. And as we walking back to we ran back to the hotel because we didn't want them guys going over that barricade. But the Proud Boys were there with me to protect me when I was sitting there talking. But the funny part was as we was going back, one of the women threw a water bottle. I caught that motherfucker. I mean, it was one of them big ass water bottles. I caught it. I was like, thank you, sister. This brother is thirsty out here. If I was to open up that water bottle up at the Hyatt, they're going to charge me $5. Good looking out, sister. That's when shit really hit the fan because she was mad as hell because I caught the water bottle. I was like, thank you.
Shit, Mo won't be throwing none of his water bottles.
No, but they use those water bottles as well.
You know what always baffled me is about me being in the South, and especially from New Orleans. I don't get that shit. I think people have the right to have their own protest without you fucking with them. I just never really got that, and I think I think we got less issues in the South. Even when we had the statues removed in New Orleans, man, they had people that protested, but that didn't bother us. They got the right to
assemble. Freedom to have assembly.
I mean, it didn't even personally bother us in New Orleans as black because they wouldn't. They got the right. Yeah, freedom. Then they got the right to do what they want. As long as they're not harming nobody, we don't feel that way. But when they get up to, I'm looking at, and I can only go by what my ignorance, like you're talking about up there in DC and shit like that. You let everybody got a right to walk down the street in peace and protest. That don't offend me.
Well, there's a difference between protest and riot.
Maybe, man, you need to go to Houston or Austin. That would change your situation. You see things different because people will kind of try to be more confrontational.
Okay, so all right. I lived in Houston, but this is my thing. When I think of the South, in my ignorance, Texas is Texas. Texas is a country.
It's a state of its own,
man. To me, start with Louisiana all the way over to the Florida and the Carolinas. Texas is a different frame of mind. Yeah, but I
Right.
get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I say
Look,
South, I'm talking about Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, up through like Georgia and stuff like that. Tennessee, you ain't got that same kind of shit. You know what I mean? It don't bother me if somebody protested. And I'm in with a majority black city. I mean, I'm in New Orleans, so that never bothered us. But I can't say that when it comes to protesting, what I did not like is that they have people, they'll bring in buses for people from all over the country and then have a protest and then say there was a protest in New Orleans, but that is not the locals protesting.
No, some of them guys were white supremacists.
Right. You know, so when they do stuff like that, that's different. But even then, they still got the
infiltrators.
Yeah. Now, see, we had to stop them even when Black Lives Matter came down here. That was a big deal for the locals because one, you're not breaking shit and spray painting shit in New Orleans. We don't do that. And we had to stop them. Actually, they killed one of the Black Lives Matter dudes. I don't know what happened, but they even got the video of him dying. And he was from out of town. But they went down St. Charles, and that's fine. And you know, you had some of these protesters from out of town that was rubbing some local black folks the wrong way because they were saying, "Okay, y'all not go protest, y'all coons." And you see, when you call us that down, when you call black folks that down here in the deep South, we take it totally different. That's like the ultimate insult. Like, really?
That's worse than the
I'm not from Queens and Brooklyn. We don't just toss that shit around. That's a real thing. So that's why you never seen a whole bunch of locals in New Orleans was probably 60% black then, 80% black before Katrina. You ain't gonna get that because our frame of mind is different, you know.
I tell you what, New Orleans is one of those cities where I won't run my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all about it down there, man.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna argue. You know, all that arguing and shit like they see them doing. We don't do all that arguing. If you cut, there's a certain line we gonna have, and it's just not for you to cross. But we deal with common respect for the average person, right? I can respect. I don't care if you like me or not. I'm gonna respect as long as you don't cross a line with me. Like on the other guy saying, I ain't gonna cross one with you. Besides that, we're a port city. I was a waiter in New Orleans and a UPS driver, so. I broke the ice with real racists, real Germans, you know, because people travel here all the time. So we just take a different stance on it. We host a good party and it's a service industry. So we just take it like that until you cross a line.
Man, I tell you what though, some of those restaurants you guys have down there in New Orleans, it's off the beaten path like Dookie Chase. Nobody ever heard of Dookie Chase. And when you start talking about Dookie Chase, it's like, what? It looks like
from a project,
right? And that's the best fried chicken,
right?
I don't know what they put in that. Y'all got that voodoo stuff y'all work with down there,
right?
But that chicken had me thinking about it till the next time I went. Man, it was like crack. But I was like, damn, let me get back to New Orleans. That was the first thing I said. Place I wanted to stop, man. Like, but
yeah, the people, they travel the globe, man. You know.
Now I know this is a little bit off the subject, but what do you? I mean, that voodoo shop that's on Bourbon Street, Madame Marie Laveau's.
Yeah.
What do you think about that place being ran by white folks when that was like, you know, a black art?
Well, see, this is the thing in New Orleans. You can't just say white folks like that because they got a lot of Cajun and Creoles. You got a mixture down here. That's like calling Rock and Deuce and them just black.
Right.
They not. So when you get down here, the mixture is different because you know you can have a white guy like the brother up on the white guy on the stream, who name is Mathu, and he got old New Orleans money and they tied in. So a lot of people, you know, if it's ran by white people, that can easily be one of those throwback Creole Cajuns. Or something like that with ties, with deep rooted ties, just in the southern Louisiana area.
Okay,
right. You know, because we got coon asses, Cajun, Spaniard, French. You got a whole lot of Native Americans mixed with blacks, and you know, hell, they'll get offended. Some of them be like, "No, I'm not white. I'm a coon ass," and to them, that means you lived off the land in the bottom bayou, alligator hunting and shit like that. But your cousin can be just as dark as I am.
Yeah.
Right. So they don't really take side. So a lot of them don't take racial sides when it comes to that.
I just thought it was awkward to see like white goth people in there. I thought I was going to see like, old school black voodoo. You know what I'm saying? I just saw like white goths, and I'm like, wow. I mean, nothing against them, man, because those women were sexy as hell.
Like from Haiti.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was going to be finding when I walked in there. So when I walked in that voodoo shop, I'm like, huh? Okay, whatever. But, I went and bought some voodoo dolls and brought them back to my staff. And they were like, what is this? I'm like, voodoo dolls from New Orleans. They're like, don't put that shit on
more the spirit of some of those girls carried on the spirit of Maria Labeau, and they keep it going. So
yes.
Yeah, so that's kind of part of the whole thing, but they know the history of it. Put it like that. They ain't just propping them up in there to say buy damn chicken leg or alligator head or nothing like that.
But the crazy thing is, if you ever get over here to South Carolina, you visit Charleston, you will see the same kind of setting. New Orleans looks so much like Charleston, it is unreal.
I'm gonna have to check it out, man. I got to get out of Louisiana. I'm definitely thinking about moving. It's gonna be north of South Carolina for sure.
Oh, the thing about Charleston, the same culture, except for down here, it's like y'all have French culture there. We have British. It's British here.
Up there, I'm in New Orleans. I was like up there.
Yeah, up here. You have like you got the same bayou settings. You have everything. It's just when the first time I went into New Orleans, it was on the Amtrak. That's a family tradition. We catch the Amtrak and go into New Orleans. You make a lot of friends on the way there. And I'm like, this place looks like Charleston, especially crossing the Lake Pontchartrain Crossway. Yeah, you get into like the city, see that swampy area. I'm like, this place looks like Charleston. This is home.
Yeah.
Like, but the difference is you guys are French and we're British over here. So, but
right.
I mean, the same kind of style food. We have what we call the Geechee Gullahs here. Geechee Gullahs, they talk just like the, what you call it's daggone it. They have that same accent, at some of the blacks that you see like over around Magnolia and whatnot. And I was like,
oh, you mean Geechee as far as Native American?
Geechee Gullah is like black. These brothers are dark, like dark.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's kind of like
down here we have a mixture of Native Americans and different tribes that helped free the slaves back in slavery, and they married. So that's where you get that. That's where you get that when you see those brothers dressed up like Indians and Native Americans. That's a tribute to the Native American that helped free the slaves.
Right? I tell you what.
Right. And so we do that, and you will have a brother my color, but with long, straight hair in this. Our skin texture is completely different. So we have a lot of that, and we got different tribes throughout the city that represent that mixture, and it's all throughout our city like that. That's why they call it Mardi Gras Indians, but it's actually Indian tribute. That's where you get that mixture of slaves and Native Americans, is where you get the birth of jazz and bass line. So that's why our sound is so different, because you got that combination.
Man, next year, Fat Tuesday, I'm coming to New Orleans, man. We're gonna hang out.
Yeah, that's not a problem, man. Good.
Fat Tuesday, I'm coming. Just hit me up on my email, Mo. Give them my info, man. We
put your page up in the chat, man, so I can link up. I can follow some of y'all guys. Just my
MR News Network is his website.
MRNewsNetwork.com.
All right.
Like MrNewsNetwork.com. Yep.
That's it,
yeah, I want to get down there and get some more of that good eating, man. But the Dookie Chase, they left the restaurant to their kids. Is it still any good, or?
The grandmother, Miss Leah Chase, rest in peace. Her son was with her the whole time. The flavor and the taste is still the same. Well, and every now and then when I go down, when I work in the French Quarter now, me being in the service industry, it's always a good hustle to go down, around and work in the French Quarter. I worked at a bar called Royal House Oyster Bar. They got nothing but some locals in the kitchen and stuff like that. They do a good job.
Royal House. Is that the one where you go up that long stairway?
Yeah, on the side. Yeah.
Yes, I bet. I got pictures of me there.
Right. Yeah. That's why I worked all the way to there. Right. You got the brother at the door. That's my boy Al. He said, "Come on in." We got the dude hosting at the door, pulling people off the street in there. So that's some good food over there, man. They got locals in the kitchen,
Yeah, because I remember first walking in there, I was overweight when I first went in there. And I'm huffing and puffing to get up the stairs. I'm like, y'all don't have an elevator here?
Them damn buildings were built in the 1700s, man. They could put an elevator in them if they tried.
Yeah, I'm like, there was this long staircase to go up. I'm like, you mean to tell me I gotta climb these stairs?
And steep.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when I got
one of those chairs that they give for the elderly to go up the steps, you sit on it. It slowly climbs the steps.
Yeah.
It's too narrow for that, man.
That show you how small the world is, big brother. So that's always a good environment there. Now I go down there and work, during the holidays or football season. So you can easily go down there in the French Quarter and work a good 6-7 months during sports season, New Year's, and major events and concerts, and make a nice little 30,000-40,000.
What?
Yeah, and New Orleans there's still a lot of cash flowing, so you can get you a little tax-free thing going on. And we still got a lot of damn cash bars in New Orleans. That's how New Orleans go back.
If I was you, I wouldn't leave New Orleans if you're in the service industry there, man, because you ain't gonna make that kind of money out here in South Carolina.
No, I'm not in the service industry. The reason why I work for UPS, and I took a early leave and retirement, and I was work my way through the service industry while I was in school, and that was always the second way to make a living. I wasn't blessed with that wonderful world of wonderful education, so I knew that I had to have more than one hustle, and that's the thing coming from the bottom that people know. I knew how to make a living in 3 different realms of life, and then I worked at UPS for about 20 years, and then I learned how to buy and sell and trade stocks.
Hell yeah.
Right.
You definitely need to talk then.
Right. Well, that's all. On my channel is Kev 504. I have a Facebook page called Investing for Income and Retirement, and that got pretty big. So I had to make YouTube videos to start showing them. And I just show people, man, how to get started, And they was talking about building wealth or black wealth and all that. I can't get into all that Cynthia G with all the relationship shit. Okay, if you don't like black men, then go your own way. And we got bigger shit to fry,
Right.
Ain't nobody coming with no solutions. We can talk about, and I think a lot of people did. So that's why I come out when I talk about it. I like my brother. I give examples for people that just starting to learn, the average everyday person. I learned a long time ago, and now that anyone can do it now because you don't need a broker now. The broker was the reason that you had to go through these, suit and tie guys. They don't know no more than you can fucking learn. And so I just set up a portfolio that was similar to my 401k at UPS, where you can build your own portfolio and then get some good dividend stocks that pay more than the 0.04 cent the bank giving you on your savings, and start building wealth. Right. Everybody can building wealth, white or black. That's what we need to start doing. That's why the 1% don't give a shit. Okay, no. Well, the 1% own 95% of the stocks. It's a free fucking market.
And the way. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead to finish.
And see, it was getting so popular after 2008, and I started investing because I was making good. I was single man making good money at UPS as a driver. So I wanted to, get a little more change, make more interest off my money. It got so popular after 2008. Mr. McConnell tried to pass a bill saying that the average person cannot, buy stocks in major companies like Verizon unless they had $1 million. Well, and then that was some bullshit. It got shot down, of course, because it's a free market. But the thing is, if people start doing it on their own so much, banks and brokers were losing business.
Go
ahead.
The crazy part when Charles Schwab first came out, the day trading part, it was just like, I'm seeing people make, anywhere between they were making in a day what I was making in a month. And I'm like, are you serious? They was like, yeah, 2008, 2009 era when everybody was losing everything. I was working for the airlines then. Right. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And this dude came to me and was like, let me show you how to let your money get your money to make money. And I thought it was going to be some old bullshit, some old Ponzi scheme shit. But when he turned around and gave me my return, he says, do you want to sell now or you want to keep it in? If you keep it in, then you can double this up. We could even triple this. And he was telling me which way to go with it.
Right.
If I had a clue back then, I'd be a rich man today. If I just had a clue.
Right. Right. So, but it's wide open now. The only thing that stopped everyone from doing it before is one, they thought that they think you need a lot of money to start investing. You don't. You could do, see, before, now what they do is they sell what they call partial shares. So when you got, and remember E-Trade came out with the E-Trade babies and shit like that, that's when it started getting big. But partial shares just mean if you want to buy a little share of Amazon stock, well, you might not have $3,000, but you may have 200 that you want to get in, and your 200 may be 0.0% of that stock, but you still have part ownership. Your 200 grows in interest along with Amazon, and then you can do the shit yourself, man. Nike pays dividends, Bank of America. I mean, you pick up on stuff. PayPal. We're working through Zoom. All of those stocks that you can own. So what I tell
you invested in Bitcoin.
I didn't do Bitcoin because this is the reason. Bitcoin got dropped and people don't follow Bitcoin. And it's too much. That's too much control for Elon Musk to say he not going to accept it for it to tank like that. That's why I invest in solid companies that's working. And I'm looking right now, I'll do some research on the EV market. It's not necessarily Tesla. It's the people that make that self-backing device on Tesla. That's going to be in all cars, artificial intelligence. So things like that, man. And if you're talking about truckers, when you look on the interstate and you see those billboards, now you see digital billboards. I'm a 70s baby, so I remember the Jetsons. Okay, when that company is usually Lamar. Lamar Advertising pays 3 to 4% dividends. That's giving me more money than my shit sitting in the bank. But at least my money is working for me.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Elon Musk wants everybody to go on Dogecoin.
Yeah, Dogecoin.
Yeah, Dogecoin, man. Let me tell you something. I got more than 90 shares of it in that motherfucker. I'm waiting for that bitch to go up because I'm assuming I actually believe Bitcoin gonna run into trouble in 5 years. That's why
in the long run, Bitcoin go be all right. You know why? Because blockchain banks are and putting it in people 401ks, and you're gonna also have payment, and then globally it'll be okay. But it's still nothing there. While you'll look at now, you'll see some politicians say this is the biggest recovery in the stock market ever. Yeah, because we're coming from the bottom. Now is the time to get a little Foot Locker stock. Dogecoin, I think it's 20 cents a share. That's still like rolling the dice a little bit. But I mean, if you want to jump in, you don't even know what it is.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, just put it like this: if Dogecoin shoot up from 20 cents to $2, a lot of people go cash out and they go come back down. That's considered volatility. Instead of with a solid company that's on the upswing where I can read their financial reports and then look at their earnings report and their dividend payout, those are the companies we're looking at. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at Virgin, who just got the deal with the government. They're not going to use NASA no more. And then they're going to still also make a commercial for rich cats that won't pay $200,000 to float in space.
That's a stock to watch out for because when he used that big ass airplane that fired up rocket, he got on an airplane. That motherfucker airplane went up so far in the sky, it dropped a rocket. The rocket went up in space and shit. Starlight up there with a fucking airplane. Watch out for that motherfucker. That shit. You better watch out for that stock.
Look at what the governor come, and the next thing I keep up with my politics because I tend to follow the money, not the bullshit. And both sides got bullshit.
No.
They do.
The reason why though, I'm investing in space. The reason why I'm investing in space is because of what the Chinese did. What the Chinese just did, put up a space station up there, that brought fear in the Western world space agency.
Yeah, we falling behind.
Britain, United States, whatever. It's gonna be new space race coming. It's already here.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we got the Space Force now.
China says the moon and the fucking Mars is their territory.
That's why though I bought stock in Rolls Royce, because Rolls Royce is gonna start making rockets for like the British Space Agency.
Yeah, the engine. Yeah.
Years. That's why though I put money on that. Rolls Royce.
Before you invest like that, though, you dig into the company. Remember, don't just take it word. Now, what's free to you as an everyday person is you can get their financial report. It's released to the SEC. That way, you can see if they're running in debt or if they're coming out of debt. If the company has been managed, look at the price to earnings and get an idea of, and then you get a chart of the stock before you start getting. So learn from the bottom up. You know, is what I'm saying. A lot of people are like, oh, I like that company. There go. Then they're not seeing the stock. The company may not be moving yet. As far as the stock market, could be a great company, but we're looking for return on our money. You know, so at one time,
how you feel about Robinhood?
I think Robinhood stock will come and it's go jump off the roof. It's go be popular because of Robinhood itself, but it's gonna be volatile. When a stock come out as an IPO, which is IPO is an initial public offering, meaning it's the first time you'll be able to buy the stock, it's going to be volatile. So I will wait till about 3 months. They're going to be strong, and then I'll wait till go to the bottom. You know, I follow charts, so I have the ability to sit here with the whole monitoring system. And
everybody talking about AMC and shit.
Right. Now, see, you can't see the popular things like AMC with Riddick and shit like that, and GameStop. GameStop is a crappy stock.
Yeah, yes, it is.
It was a crappy stock because we remember back then it was just like Blockbuster. Why do Blockbuster fail? Because you had to pay for the employees, overhead, and I used to deliver the Blockbuster, you know, and then you was charging fees. When Netflix come out and say, man, give me $9 a month. All right.
But what about Redbox?
Redbox first. See, we don't have Redbox in the inner city, but it must be working in rural areas.
Oh, yes, it is. Redbox is working in the rural areas, man.
Yeah. See, and that's what I think. And see, I might not be able to see it, but I can look at the numbers. If they still growing, that's one thing. But if the internet age is catching up with rural areas, I'll be like, hey, you know, and then I'll find out how they make their money.
Yeah.
Can I give you guys some advice or something?
The Redbox.
Yes, sir.
The Redbox is, I believe, Redbox is trying to go streaming too.
Yeah, they're trying to do streaming now, but they may be too late because now you have Disney, who just surpassed Netflix in streaming, and because Disney Plus is making a killing now. Nobody saw that coming.
Let me give you guys a word of advice or something real quick, and I'm gonna give you guys some insight into what I know. Verizon is about to be the king of the entertainment industry as far as internet, cable, packages and stuff, and they're getting ready to take out Charter. Televisions within the next 3 years, mark my words on this, they're not going to have the what you call those little jacks that you screw the cable in. It's all going to come from the air.
Right. Oh yeah. And see, when you come with that, the next thing is it's not always the iPhone, it's the mechanisms in it. And just what I mean by that. Verizon, the first thing, and when I keep up my politics, within the first month, the first dudes they pull in there is Verizon CEO with Trump. Not that politics aside, but that's money movement and deals being made. So, and now Verizon is already set up for 5G, right? They want that. Now, the last the Super Bowl or two before coronavirus, Verizon had it where you can point your phone at the players on the football team and it tells you how fast they're running in real time. And how, you know, with the whole, so they already got it set up, and they come and they just brought the whole stadium out to host that. So yeah, when you with the spinoff companies that would make that is companies like American Towers, and then you got 5G companies to send a signal. So my understanding is, even though they got the big towers, they need a lot of small signal towers to send the 5G signal, and those companies is who I look for, because all that's gonna be relative. It's not, you know.
Okay, Kev.
Yeah.
But tell me about.
Hey, I hate to cut it short, guys. I got to get to bed. I'm gonna take my wife out for pancake breakfast in about a couple of hours. So.
All right, Ricky.
All right, man. Good talking to you. Anytime.
Hey, likewise. Stay in touch, Kev. You cool people. Big J, we started off on the wrong foot, but you all right, man. Who's that? Who else is on the panel? I can't see over there.
Me.
What's good, man? Hey, have a good night. Maurice, have a good night. And man, I got to get some rest though, boy. I've been up for a while.
I don't know what happened to Mo.
Mo's probably over there. Mo's getting some, man. We got to leave him alone.
His groove on.
Yeah. Hey, y'all be easy, man.
Right.
God bless.
All right. Rest a little bit.
Yeah, okay, but Kev, then what is your opinion on Nokia then?
On Nokia?
Yeah, Nokia.
It depends what move they make it, because you got a lot of people in that sector, because you still got Comcast there. Nokia might make it, and you still also have GE. So I'm not sure what they're trying to do, but see, one thing about investing in stocks is you can keep up with the latest news that affect the stock. Right. Now, Nokia is cheap right now, so I think they're making moves the way